just wanna vibe with you. I just wanna feel alive. I want us to coincide. That's why I could feel a vibe with you. You wanted to get high, I wanted to get you fly, I wanted to get inside of you. I just wanna know your size. I want you to close your eyes. I wanna get a surprise for you. I just wanna vibe with you. I just wanna ride around, rolling on E. And I just wanna get you what you want, it's on me. We can do what you want when you want it, we gon' see. Ready, set, go. We can run it on 3. We can run it on you and run it on me. We leaving tomorrow, baby, so what's it gon' be? I wanna take you home tonight. Home tonight. I wanna take you home tonight. I wanna take a trip and get you on the flight. I wanna get you lit and get it gone. I wanna get you alone, wanna get you in the zone tonight. We sippin' on Patron tonight. One hit and I'ma hit it to the morning light. We living for the moment, even if it was wrong. We about to get it on tonight. Cause I just wanna ride around, rolling in the rave. Money in my pocket, I'ma throw it in your face. Come get in my car, girl, we're going to my place. I keep my heart locked, I can open up the safe. And you know I wanna taste, and you know I be committed. Helicopter ride, had you flying over the city. I wanna take you home, I wanna take you home. Are you serious? I just wanna vibe with you. I just wanna feel alive. I want us to coincide. That's why I can feel a vibe with you. You wanted to get high, I wanted to get you fly, I wanted to get inside of you. I just wanna know your size. I want you to close your eyes. I wanna get a surprise for you. I just wanna vibe with you. I just wanna ride around, rolling on E. And I just wanna get you what you want, it's on me. We can do what you want when you want it, we gon' see. Ready, set, go. We can run it on 3. We can run it on you and run it on me. We leaving tomorrow, baby, so what's it gon' be? I wanna take you home, I wanna take you home. I just wanna vibe with you. I just wanna feel alive. I want us to coincide. That's why I could feel a vibe with you. You wanted to get high, I wanted to get you fly, I wanted to get inside of you. I just wanna know your size. I want you to close your eyes. I wanna get a surprise for you. I just wanna vibe with you. I just wanna ride around, rolling on E. And I just wanna get you what you want, it's on me. We can do what you want when you want it, we gon' see. Ready, set, go. We can run it on 3. We can run it on you and run it on me. We leaving tomorrow, baby, so what's it gon' be? I wanna take you home tonight. Home tonight. I wanna take you home tonight. I wanna take a trip and get you on the flight. I wanna get you lit and get it gone. I wanna get you alone, wanna get you in the zone tonight. We sippin' on Patron tonight. One hit and I'ma hit it to the morning light. We living for the moment, even if it was wrong. We about to get it on tonight. Cause I just wanna ride around, rolling in the rave. Money in my pocket, I'ma throw it in your face. Come get in my car, girl, we're going to my place. I keep my heart locked, I can open up the safe. And you know I wanna taste, and you know I be committed. Helicopter ride, had you flying over the city. I wanna take you home, I wanna take you home. Are you serious? I just wanna vibe with you. I just wanna feel alive. I want us to coincide. That's why I can feel a vibe with you. You wanted to get high, I wanted to get you fly, I wanted to get inside of you. I just wanna know your size. I want you to close your eyes. I wanna get a surprise for you. I just wanna vibe with you. I just wanna ride around, rolling on E. And I just wanna get you what you want, it's on me. We can do what you want when you want it, we gon' see. Ready, set, go. We can run it on 3. We can run it on you and run it on me. We leaving tomorrow, baby, so what's it gon' be? I wanna take you home, I wanna take you home.
Kobe, how you do that?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna need y'all to welcome y'all to the DJ Focus podcast with my new co-host. Big shout out to Professor Bars. But we got new co-host. Professor Bars had to maneuver some things around. He'll be back with us in a minute. So we got my boy Draco in the building. Get used to him. He's ready to go. Okay? But I wanted to start with y'all. I want to thank all my supporters, all my loyal fans, everybody who's been rocking with the DJ Focus podcast since we started this thing back in March. We can't do this without y'all. Make sure that if y'all watching the live, y'all share the live, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, y'all, send it all to your friends. Let's get this conversation going. You know what we about? We about high level conversation all the time, 24/7. If you want to donate to the DJ Focus podcast, you see up in the top left right corner, that right there we go, right there. We got the Cash App and the Venmo. Donate to the DJ Focus podcast so we can upgrade if you like the content and you like what you see. Okay. And if you definitely want your comment read, go ahead and drop that $5 in the super chat. You understand what I'm saying? Hey. Big shout out to Candace. Big shout out to Seattle Fort Wayne, Nikki G.
Nikki G.
We in that building. Hey, Ellen Gang. All right, I like it. So, with that being said, we're going to start to my right with my co-host, name, occupation, social media status, social media and relationship status. Go.
Name, Catcher Vermin.
Shit.
Damn. What was the other questions?
Occupation, social media status.
Occupation, social media status,
and then
relationship status.
All right, cool. Name, Catcher Vermin. Occupation, car salesman and aspiring accountant. Social media, Draco the Sage, DRACODASAGE. Relationship status, plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth. I like it. Alright. We gonna go to the right of your right. Next up, what you got? You got your name, your social media, relationship status, occupation.
Beautiful. My name is Justine. I go by J Soul. Occupation, I make music. I'm an artist. I rap. And relationship status, I'm gonna go with what he said. Plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth.
I think everybody gonna say that.
That's the first. These are the first pleads we got.
Yeah, that's crazy. We should have started on the end and see what they say.
They come on here and they keep it real. Cause guess what? Pleading the fifth is you might as well just say you ain't with the goddamn person anyway. All right. So, all right. Well,
My name's Sue Flex. I'm from Easton, Pennsylvania. You feel me? I'm an artist, music engineer. Relationship status, I'm single.
Single. Alright. Like Lil Wayne in that song.
I'm single. All my social media, Instagram, you can find me at AlienShoe, ALI3N_SU3.
Alright, that's my boy Sue Flex. You just drop a project or something or a video?
Nah, really right now I haven't even really dropped in a long time. Yeah, I think the last drop I did was probably like 5 months ago. Probably.
What was his last drop so they can?
I can't even. I think probably 13.
13. Go look it up. 13 by Sue Flex.
The recent one though, actually I lied. Boom. It was probably like 2-3 weeks ago. It was Hate You. It's a club joint.
2 weeks ago. Hate You. There we go.
Facts.
Alright. And next up.
Hi,
last but not least.
I'm A. Millie. Nice to meet y'all. I'm a barista, but I'm also an aspiring artist. My relationship status is single. Like, that's just straight up. Was that? Oh yeah.
She just had to make it clear to the rest of y'all.
Yeah, my
real quick.
A___. Go follow that. Hit me up. Chill.
Hop on the YouTube. Get in the YouTube. DJ. Yeah, there we go. Hop on the YouTube. Hop in the comments. Hop in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, now that we have our introductions out the way, couple shameless plugs out the way. Y'all ready to get into the high level conversation? Because that's what we here for. This is why the people tune in.
For sure.
They want to know.
Yeah.
Now, before I get into our actual itinerary tonight, I just want to. We got some current event real quick. I just want to know what y'all think about what's her name? What's the girl? Kiki Palmer. Kiki Palmer.
What happened?
Kiki.
Oh, you want to see what happened?
What happened with Kiki?
See what happened?
Nah, I ain't.
So apparently last night, Kiki Palmer, I think it was last night, the night before, Kiki Palmer got serenaded by Usher at her birthday party, which her husband was invited to.
Oh nah.
And or he didn't go. Let's just say.
Okay.
And he put out some tweets.
Ooh, what did he say?
Not with that outfit on. You a whole mom. This is the
I
husband.
agree.
You agree?
I didn't even see what happened, so
All right.
Well, not so. No. Hold on.
You agree with that?
Now finish with your question before
Alright.
I say anything.
No. So I just want to know your thoughts on the Keke Palmer situation. Was she wrong or was the husband wrong?
Alright.
Keep your answers brief. Was she wrong or was the husband wrong?
So it's two sides to this. First of all, she was 100% wrong. She shouldn't have been inside some party like that, dressed like that at any point in time without her husband being there. And then I will get to that. Hold up. But the part where her husband was wrong was that he publicized his, I guess you could say, chastisation or whatever, trouble he put her in or whatever the case may be, rather than being a man and
just
confronting her face to face.
Exactly.
So I could tell, anyways, but yeah, next person.
All right. So Jay, what you think? Keke was wrong for coming outside like that?
Oh, so to break
I
it
gotta
down.
see the outfit.
So she was dressed inside of essentially,
I bought the outfit. I emailed it to you.
essentially the only thing that was covered was coochie, a little bit of ass, abdominal, titties. Everything was see through. Everything else was see through.
I'm gonna have to see it.
All right, we gonna get that thing on the screen in about 2 seconds.
Because so far off of what I'm hearing, I'm giving like I don't know. I'm never like you should ever feel a type of way about what your significant other is wearing. But
they not seeing that, is they?
I see it.
All right. So go ahead. I'm sorry, Jay.
No, you're good. Pretty much like personally, when it comes to me and what I'm wearing, I don't want to be told, "Oh, you can't wear that." But also, I'm not wearing really crazy things either. So depending on this picture, I might agree. I don't know.
Okay.
All
right. So
that's all out.
So you don't like to be told what to wear, but you also don't wear anything. So if you took it too far, what's wrong with somebody telling your ass, "Listen, baby girl, that ain't
Also,
you"?
who's to tell me I'm
Who you
taking
trying
it
to
too
impress?
far? I don't. But honestly, a lot of new mothers, specifically, I feel like after they have a baby and their body has changed so much, they have this insecurity of their body and getting used to that and loving themselves again. A lot of them have
That's true.
postpartum.
Yeah.
A lot of them aren't good with themselves. So I feel like look, if she feeling good and she's happy, he love her.
Oh, we got the picture.
What it matter? We know they
Look at Usher's face.
Yeah, she.
Look at Usher's face.
She half naked.
Hold up.
Married outside.
Showing that thing.
Right.
But what's
Look
wrong
at
with
Usher's
she
face.
married?
I mean,
Like,
but we know that she's married.
Right.
She a grown woman.
Like it's
I think she looks good.
It's not like she
wow.
twerking on nobody. She not doing nothing crazy.
Oh wow.
I
Look
feel
at
like
that
she
deal.
having a good time. But why ain't he go?
It's like a you can
Look
look
at
but you
that
can't
deal.
touch
Why
type of situation.
If she didn't invite him, it's wrong.
I
So
mean,
did she invite her
maybe
husband,
the
right?
serenading might have been a little bit too much, and I do
Technical-
understand the
Here we go.
husband's. Like I understand the
Usher,
husband.
bro.
I understand. Right, I would feel some type of way.
ain't
Usher
invite
fine
her
as hell. Like I would feel
It's
some
not
type
that
of
he
way.
not fine as hell.
But I
She
Wait,
told
hold
her-
on, finish the circle.
Let's
finish the circle.
Let's examine the picture. All right, we got Jay. So what
Let's
you
finish
think?
the
Was she wrong or was Usher wrong? I mean Usher. Was her man wrong?
What's the man wrong?
I ain't gonna hold you. She didn't invite her husband.
No,
Her husband. It doesn't matter if her husband got invited at all.
Just-
He not there, and she dressed like that.
I really wouldn't care.
Well, she was probably.
Nah.
Who knows? She was probably
He
going with that
wrong. What
anyway.
he tweet?
All right.
He was going wild.
He went on. The
He was
tweets
going
was
crazy.
wild. He said,
"Why you dressed like that? But you're a mom."
He said, "You're a mom, first of all. So why you out here dressing like
The
this
front
and
was
that?"
covered.
You said what?
That's just cheese.
Listen, that's just a picture.
You feel me? Everybody see ass.
Yo, real shit.
Like everybody see ass. If you really like, oh my, you seeing another like, bro, I don't know.
So-
I
We
wouldn't
about to
have a
finish the
problem with it.
circle.
I
Let's
feel
finish
like
the seat.
depending on how Mans was really like tweeting, whatever he was tweeting, he wrong.
So let's look at his tweets.
Facts.
His tweets was wild. So the way I feel about it is, like, you should have told your shorty before she left the house. Like, you ain't had the smackdown on it before she left the house.
My point.
Like, you feel me? Like, she like, nah, I'm gonna do it anyway. You feel me? Because obviously he was a little salty. That was his get back. He probably told her to take it off. She was like, what, nigga?
I mean,
Next thing you know, she on World Star twerking in front of Usher.
oh, then that's different. Then she wrong.
Wait, she was twerking in front
She talking
Yeah,
about
she was
Usher.
dancing and all while Usher was serenading her,
Dancing?
getting all up close,
Oh, did she wrong? Did she
close to her and
wrong?
everything.
Did she wrong?
And she ain't deny it.
Oh, alright.
I gotta see the video now. Like, I didn't know it was all
What?
that.
You know what? Let
She
me see
was
if I pull it up on YouTube
Yeah,
while
pull
you
it up
pull
on
it up.
YouTube and send it to him.
What, the full video?
The full video.
Yeah.
Nah, can you slide it? Can you do that real quick? Yeah. Throw that thing up on YouTube.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Alright, look. So let me get your opinion.
I mean, like from the details that I do know, I feel like maybe the husband didn't need to be on social media saying something about that. That's something he could have called her about. He could have texted her. He could have said it to her face. But if she was all up in Usher's face doing all the extra, that's not cool when you got a husband. That's not cool.
The eyes never lie, Chico. You seen Usher eyes? That nigga said,
Yeah, he all up on that. He like, damn, like, I bet you he been waiting for that for years, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
my son had the creep.
Plotting.
Since jumping.
We call it blue.
So listen, the reality of the matter is this: if he would have never tweeted that, we probably wouldn't be talking about it. It probably wouldn't have got the life that it got. It's just been an outfit that she wore. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and then everybody would be like, "Oh, that's what Keke Palmer wore. Who cares?" But by you tweeting that out, not only is you letting us know that you ain't got control.
No, exactly. Yeah, he got control.
You letting us know you also tender a little bit. Feel me? Because not because you got you mad at your wife, you know what I mean, dressing like that, but because you tweeted like that's tender. You feel me? Like, and you blew it up, you proliferated it. So I think bro is just 100% wrong, just period. Like, yes. All right, let's look at this video. Look at the video.
I definitely want to see the video.
If it's crazy.
And she acting like a hoe.
Right.
What?
Whole
I gotta see
304.
this, 'cause
Acting all excited to see another man.
Hey, brother man, just step right here real quick. I see it on the TV. Oh,
this is
wow,
her
wow.
personality though.
Creep life. But no, you know, that is what, you know, he gotta play his persona up too. You feel me? On stage. You know?
Hands all on her.
Oh, yeah.
It's over for that. Hey, OG, you letting your wife go in the club like that?
I ain't started doing personally. I don't care.
Nah, but letting all that happen.
Letting all that happen. Hell no.
Shorty should have been in her chair just letting men see. That's it. You feel me? That's it.
But she wasn't supposed to be having them nigga all along.
Facts.
That's wild. This is all the way wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, what's going on?
I think in
She held him a little. A hug is fine, but she held him for too long.
She was ready.
Listen, bro.
that's why she told her man he couldn't come. And that's why she. Now, it's girls' night.
And she egging it on too, bro.
Who knows? Maybe this is payback for some.
She really lit too.
Yeah.
She's definitely a little saucy.
Showing it off too. Thank you. 304. 304. It's over.
Ladies,
Send her home. Send her home. Back her up. Send her home. Send her back to the streets.
cut it. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you like this now.
Send her back to the streets. Yeah,
I'm
back
gonna
to
tell you
the
like
streets.
this now, ladies.
Yeah.
You
Maybe
ever
this
seen the
hurt.
show called The First 48? Niggas is crazy.
Send her back to the streets.
Niggas is crazy.
So, do y'all opinions change about this?
They get emotional like this. You got the,
She was all up on him.
Opinions change about that?
I mean, I always felt like,
he gonna
even
snap.
if her husband had to tweet anything, she probably was doing something too much.
Well, let's talk about before the tweet. Was that okay?
No.
No. So I'm happy. All right,
She could have went out
bet.
there dressed like that, but not doing all the extra.
Yeah.
She could have sat her ass right in the seat, let man sing. That's it.
Right.
Yeah,
that would have been
Yeah.
the hug alright because like whatever.
I would want to hug
because-
Usher, but she held on too long and she
long
stayed a
and
little
she
close to that
stayed.
She
face.
started whining.
Yeah, you know what I'm
saying?
saying? She was a little bit too sensual.
facts.
She's a little bit too much in wearing that.
Looking good though.
Like-
she was looking good.
I love you,
That ass was
Keke.
looking
Like, you
good.
can't be wearing that and out there doing all of that. Like, all of this here.
That bumping and
Facts.
grinding.
Alright,
304.
so alright, let's get to our main topics. But first, let's go to the chat real quick. Shout out to everybody in the
Yes,
chat.
that's for Usher. W Usher.
W Usher.
Creep like, my son was ready.
OD.
My son,
I listen. I would have taken it a step further. His would have been on cheeks if I was
he
Usher.
probably gave her a
He
birthday.
got enough money for it, man.
That's why.
Crazy.
That's why.
He gave her a birthday present last night.
If I was him, I would too.
For real.
But that's the reason why you don't let you go to the club. You feel me?
That's not why. Choose better girls.
Let's go to the comments real quick. I feel like he was disrespectful. He should have let her go unless she said otherwise.
Unless she said otherwise.
All right, so I'm thinking that means that Usher should have let her go. Like he should have. You know what I'm saying? Like, or
I mean, that ain't his friend.
Yeah,
that's not his man's. You feel me?
She was acting like a group beanie.
Free game.
I'm sure women with boyfriends get slayed all the time in Hollywood. You feel me? Like, and some dudes just don't like being nerds. I'm gonna get up there and sing a love song, a sexy song to you while you wearing that, and I'm gonna get up there and be like, nah, I'm gonna get on you. I'm gonna make it a part of the game. You know what I mean? So, Usher wasn't wrong. Keke Palmer was 30% wrong, but her boyfriend was 100% wrong.
Yeah.
If you ain't got what it takes, to put the smack down before she left, if you don't take that shit off,
keep a relationship.
Like take that shit off though, like for real.
First of
you feel me? Like it would have been war before we left.
There's levels to this. There's levels to this, bro. There's levels to this.
Say you not even
just
going
before I'm done.
If you established a level of manliness, your shorty not going to a place where other niggas is gonna hit on her by herself, like willingly. Like she's going to stay home if you say I'm not going. If you established yourself, so we can tell that man's ain't got a established relationship inside of here, bro. Willingly, if she's willingly going out there half dressed, might as well call it half dressed, and then willingly getting serenaded and touched upon sensually by another man, we know that she is not being fully satisfied in some manner at home. Only because that's what I'm saying.
Hold on, you said a lot.
Because it's Usher.
Yeah.
Usher ain't no.
That's even more of a reason.
Like if she got TMZ doing that with Jack from Walmart, then it's like, all right, bro, like hold on, or like the security niggas, some shit. Like then it's like come on, Keke. But if she's on stage with Usher, I think she knows there's a million cameras on her. I think that was a risk she was willing to take.
I want to say something to what you said. Hold on, you said that if I say I don't go, she's not going. I don't care how much love I got for you. If you want to be mad and stay home, stay home.
Lady in the chat.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun and enjoy my night.
Yeah, you see, that's exactly why.
Because when I come back,
that's exactly why.
we can deal with it.
You see that? It's that adversarial combat. I'm gonna go
ahead. You have
no, hold on.
You basically want to be a nigga. Yeah, that's what niggas do. Like.
I didn't know that's what that corroborated to.
Right. Hold on. Back me up, AGPG. Please.
Alright, so look.
Back me up.
So I think this kind of correlates into our next subject. Okay. You feel me? Because what she was wearing was a little 304ish, slightly.
Thank you.
You feel me?
304.
304 behavior.
304.
Right? Which we all know the number one quintessential 304 behavior anyway back in the day was, you know, if you was a stripper, if you was a hooker, if you was something like that. So that brings us into our next subject, which is the rise of the strippers. Now, this ain't going to be no conversation that is ratchet. This is going to be an intellectual, high-level conversation.
Yeah.
The rise of the strippers.
Start on the end so that way I don't influence the actions.
All right, yeah, we're going to start on the other side. The rise of the strippers. Okay. Do you think that the negative, stigma towards being a stripper still exists today? We're going to start with you.
I'm going to be 100% real. I think that it definitely still does exist, but it's not as crazy. Like women, I feel like a lot of women are a lot more comfortable to actually like be confident with their bodies and go out and do what the fuck they want to do. I mean, I think it's cool. Personally, that's not something that I would do, but it takes a certain type of person to be able to put themselves out there like that. So, I mean, I feel like there's a level of respect there, but I mean, there's also still, that negative idea, like, oh, she's automatically a hoe, she automatically a thought. If she's on the pole and doing this, she probably selling ass. That's not true. Okay. Like, not every woman goes to that. Sometimes it's just a means to make money because that's what you got to do for your kids or just for yourself. Like, there's a lot of circumstances that come with it. It's not just because somebody wants to be like, oh, I'm ill. Like, it's not even on that. Some people just need that money.
Some people, so it's not 304ish behavior.
Not always.
Not
it
always.
Can be.
It can be.
It absolutely
only
can
if you.
be.
So if you out there hooking, like if you go ahead, like if you do something strange for a piece of change, then you hook. Then it's. But if you just out there and you really dancing, like you had you had ballet for 11 years. You want to put a stripper pole, you had ballet for 11 years, and now you want to go out there and just eventuality because you're not a stripper, you're a dancer, right? All right. So what you think? Is strippers? Do they do they still got a negative stigma? Like, do people still look down on a stripper?
Not as much, but like I say, more so in their family. A lot of them, but people on the outside, they really don't care as long as they seeing something.
Okay.
You feel me? You feel me? For real. And I can't really even say shit. My baby mother is a stripper.
Oh shit!
You feel me? Like,
personal experience.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, as your baby mother, was y'all together when she was stripping?
Nah, I never was.
So you wouldn't be down with that if y'all was together?
I wouldn't even care.
You wouldn't care?
As long as it's not the extra stuff. Yeah, I'm not that.
So you would wife a stripper?
Yeah.
So just by that alone, you saying things is different because niggas wasn't wifing strippers 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It was looked down upon to wife a stripper.
Yeah,
but now the young generation,
niggas is wifing porn stars.
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
That's what the line.
Yeah, that's what.
That's wild.
That's a super line. That's strong.
Big shout out to the YouTube chat going off. Facebook, I'm gonna need y'all to hop up in that chat. If you watching it, share it, like it, comment, hop up in the chat, Facebook. Alright, J-Soul. Do strippers still get negative?
They do. And do. For me, hell no. Girl, do what you gotta do on that pole. 'Cause I can't do it. So, live for me. But I think definitely what he said, it's in the family more so. Cause like your father don't want to see you on a stripper pole, so I feel like that.
So, go ahead.
Nah, you guys go.
So let me ask you: do you think you like, yo, girl, do what you do, go get your money, girl? All right, cool. Do you think she gonna regret it later?
I feel like that just depends on the type of person you are. I mean, I feel like don't go into it if you feel like you're going to feel bad about it later. Again, it shouldn't be something that you're doing just because you just want to go strip. Like, that should be like a stepping stone to want to build some money, do what you got to do, and do something else.
But really, you're not going to know if you regret it till after you lived it and after you did it. You feel me? So, like, do you think women regret stripping? Like, you think it's a regret of women's life?
Some, I bet so. Maybe like feeling ashamed in themselves and probably not being able to handle what comes with it. Like comments from, I feel like it don't even just be the men. I feel like it'd be females too that be like giving a negative stigma to other female strippers too, because they'd be like, oh nah, like she doing all that, but because they wouldn't do it.
Okay. So you think people just hating?
Pretty much.
They just hating.
Because they making mad bread for it, and they wouldn't do that.
Okay, but is the money so? All right. Before I ask you that question, I'm gonna go to Draco. Draco, what you thinking? He about to.
Ooh.
They're
hit or miss.
Listen. Is it, I guess you could say vilified inside of social lifestyle? Nah, it's not. Should it be? Absolutely. We all know sex sells. So that is the easiest form of income for a woman to make money. So therefore, anything easy shouldn't be respected. Like, there's so many other fields that women do not need to go strip. They could go become a nurse, etc. So many other things that could provide them money that allows them to make a decent living, to be able to pay their bills, but instead they decide to go pop that pussy for a couple dollars thrown at her. That's my opinion.
So what if they stripping their way through college to like get a nursing degree?
Again, there's multiple jobs that they don't have to go outside and go pop their pussy for a couple of dollars thrown at them, so that way they could do what they have to do in life.
Okay.
Like what? As a means of what could they do then? Let's say you're a single mother, maybe 2 children, right? You you live with your mother, you live with your parents, whatever. No car, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just saying the worst conditions are worst
I
conditions.
like how you went to the absolute extreme, because then once you set that precedent, obviously somebody making some form of easy income because they allowed themselves to get to such a low point in life is obviously to be said, yeah, go strip. But when we're talking about inside the lifestyle of an average person, you do not have to go pop that pussy for a couple of dollars thrown at you, and that's the end of the story.
The kid-friendly show, man.
Oh, I apologize. You do not have to go twerk for denominations of currency to be pelted. There you go.
All right, I like that.
I feel, but and that's where I'm kind of agreeing in what I said before, as if like if you don't have to do it, don't do it. So like I agree to that, but
I
if
think
you,
his point is nobody has to do it though.
you don't think nobody has to
At all.
I think it's just
There are so many job opportunities out there that you do not have to go, like I said, dance
and
for
name them.
denomination.
What are the job opportunities?
All right, so I know plenty of people that work at UPS. I know plenty of women right now that are nurses. I know plenty of women that are trying to work for the bus. I know plenty of women that are going around cleaning up dishes. I know plenty of women that are working at fast food restaurants. You want me to keep going on, or like, are you forgetting what's happening?
You're not
outside?
getting none of the amount of money from none of that shit from strip clubs.
You will
Like,
be
they
struggling
live in there
for
thousands of dollars a night. So it's like, to me, it's the conundrum that exists with every hood nigga is selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I know I'm poisoning my community. I know I might get locked up. I know I might regret it in the long run. However, I can make more money doing this, so I'm willing to risk
thing can
shit.
be made for that.
And it's the same thing with women. I don't think none of them have
But
to strip.
my statement will still be applicable by the men that's selling drugs.
No, but I would honestly say, have you ever thought about it? Like sometimes these people just like to do that.
And
Like
that's on
I
them.
know niggas, I know people that like to just sell
If they-
stuff, and
if-
I know people that just like to dance on a pole.
But so here's the thing: if these are the same women that are also looking to have or find a, I guess you could say, a substantial man, marry them and take care of them, pay the majority of the bills, if not all, they will have a low success rate if they, like I said, dancing for denominations of currency being pelted at them.
I mean, the end all be all of life isn't to get married. If you want to stay single for the rest of your life, you can. And some people do end up falling in love with people that do things like that. Like, I mean, there's no, like, set line to where somebody is going to fall in love with you. Like, if you're a stripper, if you're a drug dealer, if you're this, you're that, like, you know, it's the person. It's not what you do. It's not where you come from. It's not how you are. Like, it's who you are. So I feel like you could be a stripper. You could be the greatest person ever. Like, you could donate to charity. You could be this. You could be that. It doesn't really define your character at the end of the day if you stripping on a pole.
I don't know. I would kind of disagree with that. I think it does define your character, because if you're letting men fondle you for a single, says a lot about how you view yourself, or what level you view yourself on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, nobody wants anybody that everybody can have. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, it's equivalent to this.
If I can give you $5 or $20 to see your assets and goods, like, then it's like it devalues your goods.
Okay.
Because the next man gonna take you on 1,000 dates, buy you this, buy you that, put you in the crib, buy a car for you to see your goods. But now this nigga can see your goods for $37 and a big Franklin highway.
Wait, mind you, you put in mad hard work to take her on dates.
But you
feel
could
me?
go to a party and see all of the
All
same
the same
stuff that
shit.
you see for free.
Get to your chat right after.
Like, you could go to a party and see butt shaking. You could see mad stuff for
but
free.
there's a difference. There's a difference. Only the men inside of this room know that we face the challenge of initiating talking to a chick to actually get her to be cool with us inside of the party and dance with us and all that. When you go to a strip club, if I pull out a
No
wallet,
matter who it is.
What do you mean?
No, I'm saying like
yeah,
inside
don't matter which
inside the
chick.
strip club, it don't matter who it is.
Exactly. If I pull out a wad of cash, you go like this.
They're all
I
walking
promise
up to
you,
you.
they'll start walking up to you, asking me, "Oh, you want a
Facts.
drink? You want me to dance for you? You want to see my titties?" That's
It's
the
their
difference.
job.
My point exactly. In a party, it's not a woman's job to
I
give up
mean-
titties and ass.
Okay.
Nah,
I mean,
but even in the
yeah,
party
I
though,
wasn't
if I
really
pull out a
saying
lot of
that,
cash, I'm thinking
Yeah, nah,
the
yeah.
though. I wasn't
same
really
thing's
trying
gonna
to
happen.
relate
Yeah,
it
yeah,
there,
yeah.
but okay, that's
The same thing's
that's a
gonna
way to
happen.
twist
But it's
it.
equivalent to like this, bro. It's equivalent to somebody that drives a Toyota Corolla 2008 and somebody that drives a 2023 Lamborghini Murcielago. You're not going to park your Murcielago out here on Butler versus your Camry or your Corolla. You don't give a fuck.
I don't know what either of those cars look like.
old beater versus an expensive sports car.
Regardless,
You're not gonna just park it outside.
But I wouldn't use an analogy of a car for a human
So,
being.
but that's the thing, and this is the reason why it'll always fly over heads.
Okay.
You have to use some form of object that shows the wear and tear, and that is actually trackable over a span of time. Just like in humanity, your life don't go backwards, just like the mileage of a car. So therefore, I'm not going to park my Lamborghini outside so that way anybody got the chance of touching it, breaking into it, swiping by it, leaning on it, etc. But my car, I don't
but
care.
your analogy is just dehumanizing like the
No, it's
situation though a little bit.
I
It
didn't
is.
say,
No, it
I didn't
absolutely
say humans
is.
are cars.
No, I know you're not, but
But-
that analogy definitely dehumanizes them a little
But
bit.
if you define dehumanization, I am
Yo,
taking away
you
the
said
human factor of
vocabulary
people.
is off the charts, bro. Losing me.
You going crazy.
Dumb it down,
You
No,
going
I'm hearing
crazy.
you. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Keep it going. I'm
He said
listening.
the infinitesimal quadrilateral beginning.
Quadrilateral
This is
is
how it
crazy.
The direct definition of dehumanizing something is taking away the humanistic factor completely and calling it an object, so therefore it doesn't exist. Now, with that being said, I am not calling humans cars. I am
know
saying the thing that is relative to the age of a car is human life. I didn't say that they are the same. I said they are relative to each
All
other.
right, I think we got your point. All right, Mr. Draco. So let me ask you a question now, and
Sure.
and we're gonna start with Sue on this. No, I'm gonna start with you, J. So,
Yeah.
what's worse, stripping or OnlyFans? Stripping or OnlyFans? What's worse?
You got started in.
J. Soul. J. Soul.
That's a good one.
Depends what you're doing on OnlyFans, because OnlyFans, they have a lot of different things on it. But if you're talking what we all thinking about, I would say, damn, I feel like, I feel like OnlyFans is worse. I do, yeah. Mark. I didn't think about that really hard, but yeah, I think OnlyFans is worse.
After I got you after this.
You want to hear the reasoning?
Oh, go ahead.
Definitely OnlyFans is worse.
OnlyFans is
Yeah,
worse.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What's your answer?
Why? Well, no, I want to hear him explain why OnlyFans is worse.
Bro, alright. Dancing. You feel me? They just probably taking their top off. They're not really in here doing nothing crazy, you feel me? But in the OnlyFans, you got all different type of shit these bitches be doing. I mean, these females be doing, yeah.
I read
You
a
feel me?
story
Like,
today that a girl makes $2 million a month off OnlyFans
My point.
by people watching her sleep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, like,
Now
is
let me
that
go
worse
sleep on
than-
OnlyFans. I'm not making
Is that worse than grinding on
Maybe.
somebody or 100 dudes a day?
No,
for-
that's not. I mean,
I'm
depending
just
on
letting
what
you
sense
watch
you're
me
talking
sleep
about
too
with the
many
OnlyFans, you feel me?
They
Depending.
got different
They
types
do
of
mad
things.
different things
Like some
for
girls aren't
OnlyFans,
fully
for
nude.
real.
Some girls, all right.
Alright, so if we're talking about the general aspect of OnlyFans,
Yeah.
majority of women on there, they taking their body shape, whether it's nude or half naked or whatever the case may be, and they're sexualizing themselves for $5.99. I remember back when I was in school, bro. Like, I'm putting it real, bro. This is how it
I
is.
already know what you about to say or
I
some
was
shit.
listen,
mad at him.
listen.
I know what you about to say or some
So,
shit. Like,
this is how it is, bro.
Used to be
I
a
remember
problem
back
to
when
be
I was in
exposed,
school,
right?
bro. If a chick even got word out that she had a first kiss from one of the dudes in the class, she got called a hoe or a 304, bro. And then if she got another kiss from another dude,
I don't know about
she got
first
called
kiss,
a.
but I get
But
your
you
point.
get what I mean? It was more sensitive. Now,
being exposed
bro,
back in the day was
if I got
crazy.
$4.99,
And then
I
now
can
they
see
wanna-
titties and Gucci
Yeah.
for
From the same
$4.99.
females that was
You could do
bitching
that for
about
free.
it, that was putting their joint up there
Just go
anyway.
on.
Where?
Go online.
Nah, but it's not the
Get
same.
it for free.
It's not the same.
Yo,
Now, with that being
no,
said,
it is. One thing is for
Basically,
sure.
it
Two
is the
things for
same.
certain.
You're just not paying for it.
You're just not paying for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You're just not
Women
paying for it.
sin way more inevitably because now they have the means to do it. Way more nudes and different. It's a thing now. You feel me? Like you talking to a girl like she sending nudes for free, like they said. So now they sending nudes for money, and they coming rich off that. What you think about that, Draco?
That is horrible. Like I said, something that's something that is easily acquired should not be respected. Like I said.
All right. Do we get your answer? OnlyFans or stripping?
I'm gonna be real. I feel like they both have the pros and cons to them, so I feel like they can honestly almost be equal. Like, because OnlyFans could be bad, it could be good. Stripping could be bad, it could be good. Girls could just be dancing on the pole. Girls could be, doing something for money. So, like, I mean, at the end of the day, they're both like, OnlyFans could be a little bit better because there are people that will just post feet pics for money, you know. And honestly, I can't hate on that. I mean, it's weird to me. I'm not going to hate on it. I mean, at least you're not really degrading yourself that much.
I feel like I don't give a fuck what anybody else is doing personally. Like, make your money by any means, and just because I don't want to make my money the same way that you are, I don't need to be mad at that.
Why are you arguing for it?
So for the sake of this argument, though, listen though, for the sake of this argument, let's say that what they're doing on OnlyFans is exactly what they're doing in the strip club.
No.
Right? No. For the people that we're talking about.
Gotcha.
For this argument. Okay, like let's just say the two people working, what's worse? You doing it in the strip club and doing the exact same thing on OnlyFans. What's worse? OnlyFans,
it's online.
I feel like most of them that's probably
stuff that's online.
But I feel like most of the females that's probably stripping anyway is probably got OnlyFans for real, like. You feel me?
Shit,
Sure.
You see how easy it get on the Twitter. Just imagine what the OnlyFans is, bro.
Evolution.
You see how it get on Twitter.
I don't even got a Twitter.
Let's go to the comments real quick because we got a lot of comments. Big shout out to YouTube
it's getting hot in there.
Big shout out to YouTube chat. Y'all starting to win. So we about to just go back up. All right. Here we go. Having passion to dance on the pole is a thing. When you look for a job at a strip club, you need to go around and ask for dances and all that stuff because it's in the job description. So they ain't just pole dancing. You got to literally, hey, hon, want to come to the back? Want to see a private dance?
GTA shit.
Bro!
Oh, God.
You don't even know this man. This man might be a whole creep.
Yeah, press left if you want dance.
Man might, and he just was able to see all your goodies for $5. Was able to fondle you. And see, that's why I think it is subjective because OnlyFans, yes, it goes out to a lot more people, but
the
strip club, you liable to see Pastor Johnson up in that motherfucker. So it might be a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It depends on how you view the situation. Like OnlyFans is $5.99, but they don't touch you. They just look at you.
Wait, but I gotta ask.
Strip club, they get to fondle you.
Wait, have you been to a strip club before?
They get to fondle you for $1.
Well, no.
Have you been to a strip club, like an actual strip club?
No.
Oh, why? So y'all don't know how vile it gets in there.
No, I don't.
So yeah, so that kind of understands.
Oh, look at that.
No,
see
but
that?
I'm allowed to have an opinion.
Look at that. And
absolutely.
She is, but look, we have to chat. Y'all about to be.
Can I read it?
Read the chat.
Lit the Alchemist. Shout out to Lit the Alchemist. WM. I'd say stripping because OnlyFans, you behind the camera and just taking flicks, no one touch you.
That's what I just said.
Oh well, all right. So my thing is,
that's what I just said.
I'm partially in agreement of,
but you can't touch.
Yeah, I'm partially in agreement with Lit the Alchemist, but then again, like I said, you still showing coochie for $3.99. You feel me? So your coochie on the internet for $3.99.
And what goes on the internet stays on the internet.
$3.99 per stacks. I'm sorry, I forgot to add per stacks.
Some be hustling them for some good money.
So
nah, for real. So
I got you. So for the pod to know, he asked if he's showing coochie for free, is it good, or if he's showing coochie for money, is it any better?
I said that because we talked about the first subject, and homegirl was naked, and everybody was cool with her wearing that. So that was cool.
All right, reiterate the question.
On stage and
so
wanted some money for it, she would have been.
Live audience
okay,
asking the question.
So live audience asked if, based off the Keke Palmer situation, how she was dressed, considering that she was showing it for free, would it have been better if she had showed it for money? I feel as though she shouldn't have shown it at all. You feel me? That's the end point. I wouldn't want my woman out there. Like I said, I wouldn't park my Lamborghini outside. It would be in the garage because I don't want nobody outside looking at it when I'm not there, touching it when I'm not there, leaning on it when I'm not there, have the opportunity to break in when I'm not there, etc. So therefore, if I feel as though my fine ass woman is the finest thing on the planet, equivalent to just how everybody don't have a Lamborghini, so therefore it's rare, just like I feel as though my woman is rare, I'm gonna therefore make sure she's protected by my side at all times and not half naked showing Usher that booty. That's the story.
That's a big fact.
All right, I get it. All right, so let's finish going to the chat before we get to our next subject.
Let me get $4.99.
I would love to use. Candace says I would love to use OnlyFans for my feet, but hubby doesn't approve.
Thank you. And she see how she doesn't do
as
it.
he should not. Damn it.
No time.
Go back up a little bit. OnlyFans is Twitter 2.0. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. More people can see you on OnlyFans, but more people can see you at the strip club.
I agree with that. Straight up.
One of your cousins walking there and shit.
Yo, let me say something to that comment, bro. I'm not trying to be at Waffle House or walking through Lehigh Valley Mall, and I'm walking through and I see my mans, and he look over, and he like, yo, bro, let me talk to you real quick. And he's like, yo, bro, I just seen Shorty at the strip club, and I was throwing her, and I even hit too. Bro, I'm gonna be so heated, dog.
Yeah, but with OnlyFans, that's anywhere in America.
Nigga,
like, we went to Arkansas last week. Nigga said, ain't that? Yo, I was in Los Angeles. Like, nigga, ain't that your bitch? Oh, yo, I was in Canada last week. Nigga, I went to the Sudan. These niggas is out there with my Shorty on the poster. Nigga, motherfucking Egypt, nigga. I was in
Cairo.
That ass.
In the igloo in Antarctica. OnlyFans, I know you. Yeah. So that's it. I don't know. It's a bit much. So, is the environment of being a stripper toxic? Watching Player Club was crazy. I think in the environment of being a stripper is extremely and absolutely toxic for many different reasons. One, life is like a box of chocolate. Strip club is like a box of chocolate. You'll never know who you won't get. You get the stalkers, it's crazy. You get AIDS patient. You get all types of shit. You really playing Russian roulette out there. You get some crazy nigga in the strip club. You feel me? Like you definitely get some crazy.
At least it's safer online. You don't gotta see it.
Yo, WPLGMG, bro. Usher got the most time.
And look, human connection is real. Human touch is real. When I just touched you, if I'm a creep, I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for your ass. But if I just seen you and touch myself, then it might have been a different story. That might be what I'm used to. But if I touch you, I might want to touch more. You know what I'm saying?
Can you scroll up to the Pluto GMG chat?
Scroll
up to the Pluto GMG chat. W Pluto. Usher got the most tug. You feel me? I'm with that. Yeah. Got the most play. I fuck with that.
He said he most definitely got the tug. Oh, he most definitely got the tug.
Definitely.
Yo,
listen.
If you was Keke Palmer,
that's equivalent.
If you was Keke Palmer, it was your birthday, you was butt naked at the club. Who you wanted to go home with? Usher or the nigga who was like, "You're a mom.
You're right.
You shoulda."
That's like. That's equivalent to.
Nigga.
That's like LeBron James reaching over and dancing with Rihanna. Like.
Usher was cute, but like, if I'm with my man, then
She wasn't with him now.
He said, "How y'all feel about Twitter?" All right, we're gonna get to that comment in a minute. But all right, let's get to our next conversation. You need a damn what's the name?
Them Chinese fans. Chinese joint.
Church joint.
Oh yeah, one of them.
All right. Our next topic. And look, I don't want to offend nobody with this next topic. I really don't.
Chilling.
Uh-oh.
I'm chilling.
All right. The ratchet race. Ratchet race.
Ratchet race?
Yeah. And I don't think he meant race in the sense of black versus white.
He meant
I mean like the race of ratchetness. But also he meant black versus white. It's the double entendre.
Okay.
Yeah, Professor Battle Rapper.
Our writer is a battle rapper. He always want to put some words in there.
Shout out Professor.
It took me 3 days to get a question
if you
one
watching,
time.
shout out Professor.
Yeah. Oh, it's a triple entendre. All right. So, what's your definition of ratchet? A quick definition.
Quick definition?
Quick definition. What's your definition of ratchet tatchet?
I got maybe someone with no class. Maybe?
No class. What's your definition of ratchet? A Webster definition, not a 4 paragraphs. Webster.
Just period.
Ratchet.
When they say period poo, those type of joints.
Perry who?
Period poo.
Perry or poo?
Yeah, you never heard of that?
Never heard of that. Google it.
Crazy.
Googling it.
And you're gonna get a lot of ratchet videos.
Crazy.
Perry poo?
Period
Poo.
poo.
Oh, period poo. Oh yeah, I heard that. Heard that one before.
Hold on, guys.
So, what's your definition?
Hold on.
Period poo.
Maybe.
Hold on.
We don't got notes.
Yeah, hold on. That's what I said. Hold on. I'm on it.
Shit.
Hey, just don't worry. Just take your time.
Can they still hear us? Yeah, they can still hear you.
Oh,
The roof is on fire.
Guys, we are having some technical difficulties. Please give us a moment.
Alright, so cause we gotta keep going for Spotify.
Yeah, facts.
App Music.
Yeah,
So keep going. Okay. So the period poo people.
Yeah.
What's your definition of ratchet, J Soul?
Oh, my definition of ratchet. Damn, that was a good answer, Asian. Somebody who is not really I don't even know. That was a good question.
We got.
I don't know. Yeah, somebody with no class. Somebody who's very out there.
Exit out. You got to X out this.
Yeah,
You got to X out the. Here we go. All right, boom. Ha we
Back at it.
motherfucker. Lit the alchemist. You doc, nigga. It's like,
somebody who's not really concerned about how they look towards other people. They're just very wild. Very wild.
Very wild. Definition of ratchet, Draco.
I got two.
Oh Lord.
Alright, so the first one
Dictionary
is the function that allows you to take a tool and turn it one direction without taking it off the
I
bolt.
dislike you.
Okay, we get it.
Secondly, it's the modern day woman.
The modern day woman is ratchet.
You were made for this.
Okay.
This podcast.
All right, so
You
the
made
real,
The I'ma do it anyways, even though my man says no, or I don't care what he say, I'ma wear what I want. Those.
The modern day woman.
So listen, this is the actual definition. To act in a dysfunctional or out of pocket manner.
It is the.
I think this is Candace's definition.
No,
Someone
she got
whose
it. She
actions
said it.
could be considered as severely undistinguishable, possessing little or no class. Okay, that
Millie
sounds
said
like
it.
Webster.
Yeah, she
No
got
class. Yep, no
She
class.
did.
She went
she hit that
first,
shit
so
on
I
the-
couldn't even
Well,
say that.
unruly. That's kind of. I should have said that word, but I gave a description of
I used to
unruly.
chill around a lot
Yeah,
of
you
ratchet
did.
people.
All right, so we got our definitions of ratchet. So who you think is the most ratchet human beings on Earth?
Oh, that's easy.
I'm not answering that.
Yeah, I
The
got you.
most ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I don't want to say this, and but at the end of the day, it's black women.
Oh, you got one.
They don't got a friend here. High five.
Ring a ding ding ding.
I'm gonna high five you, but not because I'm dissing black women, because y'all be acting a fool.
On their ass, my sisters.
Like,
don't
there's,
worry.
there's
look,
absolutely
I got
a
a
way
friend that's
to
look-
hone it in. Like, there's a way to hone it in and still stay classy while still being a bad bitch. Like, it does not take going out there shaking your ass. Definitely not popping at whatever. It doesn't take none of that. For me personally, I feel like going to college, getting your degree, doing what you gotta do, making your money, whatever way you want to do, sure, whatever. But for me, I want to I have a career I actually want to go for, and I'm an aspiring artist. So at the end of the day, I have a grind, I have a hustle. So I really don't think that maybe the definition should be modern day women, because there's a lot of women like me. There's a lot of women like me. There's one right there. Okay. You feel me? We're grinders. We do what we gotta do.
But you black
people
though.
and for us, yes.
So all other black women, not you.
It's not all black women. It's
So
not
everybody
all.
else but you.
It's not all black women. Though. It's not all black women.
But okay, so
No,
But there is a lot of them.
So
Not
you know how many
majority,
black women
but
are
I
in
would
this
say a
no,
lot.
I know, but you said black women are the most ratchet. I'm saying.
I
So
mean,
I'm just
that
saying.
is all.
Black women are the most ratchet. That's what you said. So is that to say that you've never met any ratchet people other that wasn't black, or
I absolutely
that to
have.
say the most ratchet people you met was black people?
Personally, the most ratchet people I met were black,
Black women.
but I have met a lot of whites, a lot of Latinas, and any race. Honestly, I didn't even met a ratchet Indian girl. Like, I don't know how that makes sense, but I have. Like, it just depends on where you're from, how you grew up, and what you were surrounded around, because people take everything mad different.
You speaking truth and facts. They all in the chat giving you snaps. So let's go to your
Shit.
shit now, 8 million.
Thank you.
Say sexy red, W ski.
So
Thank
look,
you.
the most ratchet race.
I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking to the mic.
I ain't gonna lie. I think it's a balance between both. You feel me? Same shit she said. You feel me? It's every race. There's mad ratchet people. Period. No matter what. But you just speaking about both of them races?
Yeah, like no, just
No.
the most ratchet race
In general.
America. We got a melting pot here. It's a bunch of us.
Whites.
Whites, all right. We got one for the blacks, one for the whites.
Mm.
All right, J Soul,
Nice.
you
Nice.
look mixed.
Nice.
Damn it.
Yeah, I see more
Is it
ratchet
mama or
white
daddy,
people.
nigga? It's like, no,
You
it's
feel
not.
me? Sure.
Who's
You're
more
taking
ratchet?
me out. I would say Fuck, man. I feel
Yeah,
like I'm
facts.
forced to have to say it. But it's black people.
Black people.
But
Right.
I'm taking into consideration what they said, and it's not just them, and it's not all of them. It's a lot of races, but I feel like when you ask this question, there's immediately like the stereotype that you think of.
Yeah.
All right, chat. I'm gonna need y'all to type in the chat. 1 for black, 2 for white, 3 for other. Who the most ratchet? 1 for black, 2 for white, 3 for other.
I seen a lot of ratchet.
1 for black, 2 for white, 3 for other. Who the most ratchet? Draco, who's the most ratchet race?
I'm not even gonna cap yo. Y'all just tried to fence it like a motherfucker. We all know it's niggas that's the most ratchet on this fucking planet, bro. Like, we don't need the whole entire, it depends on where you're from and blah, 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 blah. We already see, based off of low-income areas, it is majority black, and inside of majority black areas, there is a high frequency of crime that are related to violent crimes. So, therefore, it's niggas. It ain't no dodging it like, yo, we about to fence it. Nah, it depends on where you from, because if I go over to Arkansas, there might be a ghetto crack over there. Nah, it's none of that, bro. Niggas is better.
I grew up with ghetto white people. Like,
We gonna get him.
you
There's
gonna
actually a lot of ghetto white
you can
people.
see ghetto people that are not black everywhere.
I met a lot of ghetto white people.
I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 bands with you. I'm gonna keep it a whole 100 bands with you. Black people are not the most ratchet race. We just get the rap for being the most ratchet race.
We act out.
Black people, in fact,
That's what.
black
Yeah,
people
we
are
act
not the most ratchet race. We are not the most ratchet race. I can give you examples of every race ratchetness.
Yeah.
Period. You telling me ain't no ratchet Spanish girls that grew up in the hood right next to us?
Oh.
Hispanic
Absolutely.
girls. You telling me they ain't not out there looking Cardi? They ratchet. It's plenty Spanish girls that's ratchet. Hold up. You could literally act like Kylie Jenner is the only white woman that exists, or you can go to the Trailer Trash. The Trailer Trash, they ratchet.
Yeah, we're billion.
They put
Ratchet
hits out on
before.
people. Yo, my nigga, I watch YouTube crime documentaries. I be seeing ratchet white people all the time. To say black people the most ratchet.
They are.
Hold up, listen. I'm going to disagree with that.
All right.
It's levels to this ratchetness.
All right.
And remember, to get us to be ratchet in the manner of ratchetness you see, you got to enslave us, Jim Crow us, Willie Lynch us. You know, you got the crack AIDS gangster rap us. You got the, I just want a roughneck nigga with a junk us. You got a Suki with the. You got to overtly give us all of this messaging, all of this conditioning to make us into ratchet. So we not naturally ratchet.
No, but you added to my point.
We conditioned into being ratchet, right? It's not just a natural progression of blackness that we just out here being ratchet. Like it's not a thing.
No, but you
Feel me? And with that being said, as many people as you could put, you can name me 5 ratchet females. I've named you 5 church females.
They ratchet too.
Yeah, a little bit, but still.
You see, thank you. Now, with that being said, bro, come on, bro. When you look at the studies of where crime happens, it happens in predominantly black communities. So therefore,
What does crime have to do with being ratchet?
So,
though?
because the definition of ratchet are dysfunctional, unruly, and people who do not and what was the other word? And people that have the low class. Those that commit violent crimes are
There's
those of
crime
low
everywhere.
class.
Facts.
However, it is more. I know there's crime everywhere, but it's called risk mitigation. If you want to get robbed more frequently, you would live in Newark, New Jersey, versus living inside of somewhere in the fucking Midwest where it doesn't really happen that often. So now, with that being said, you can say crime happens everywhere. You have a greater chance at living inside of an inner city where there are predominantly black people.
Not everybody
Bro,
But
can
you
leave.
don't have to commit a crime to be ratchet, though.
Not everybody can
don't.
live.
The
Like, leave
definition
out of the way, you
of
feel me?
ratchet is
I'm saying it
unruly.
includes that,
Bro.
but you don't have to commit a crime to
Therefore,
be
adding to
considered
my case,
ratchet.
because women that
Yeah,
also
'cause
pop that
I get a
coochie
phone
for
call every
denominations of
single
currency.
day from some nigga in Bangladesh, like, you have lost your cell phone, and
Yeah.
they trying to commit a crime.
Nah,
That's what
they scamming
do.
niggas.
They scam niggas.
All
They
day.
sit in.
That's
All
some
day.
So
ratchet.
you can't just say,
Yes.
guess what? That's
We talking
ratchet,
about in
right?
America.
Nah, that's ratchet.
We're talking
is.
about in America.
No, we
Nah,
talking
we
in
said black
general
and white.
everywhere.
Black
Yeah.
and
Do
white.
y'all live in the UK?
Nah.
Do y'all live in India?
Do we
And y'all
have
live
to
in
make
China?
an
Black and white
opinion
is
on it?
everywhere.
No, it's not.
Yes, black and white is everywhere.
And
Yes.
also,
Yes, we
hey,
leave.
listen, I think that
Yeah.
the whole idea that
Sure.
black people the only people that commit crime, I disagree with that too. It's just different type of crimes that being committed. Have you ever heard of a
white collar
Thank
crime?
you.
I got you, man.
a white collar crime?
I
They
mentioned-
make that distinction of white collar so they can explain away all of the millions of dollars and thousands of lives Bernie Madoff made.
Yeah.
I mean, ruined. Madoff ruined, and then and John Gotti and them niggas ruined millions of lives. So thousands. You seen the Wolf of Wall Street, nigga? They locked everybody up. Nigga, 100,000 lives ruined. And then we gonna place the blame on this little dude who was selling crack. And y'all so ratchet, dude. Like, nah.
But you gotta understand, how many Jordan Belforts are there? There's only like one versus every, 13 million humans on this planet. So now, with that being said, you have a greater chance at finding a black nigga committing a violent crime than you have finding a Jordan Belfort committing a white collar. Before you can even get up to his 15th floor inside of his skyscraper, you would be robbing the store right down the street from that building, bro. But we all know this, and this is true.
Okay, but if I have a paradigm which allows thousands of people to get robbed at once, as opposed to 1,000 people robbing one person, like which is the difference? Because the thing about it is this: in order for us to get to this 1,000 people who overtly coming out here robbing people and all this, we gotta be conditioned. So the real people who responsible for even us acting a fool is the niggas who control the music.
Thank you.
Like, I listen to country music and all that. They be like, girl, I just wanna walk you down the aisle. Like they talk about their daughters. They talk about my wife. We gonna be together forever. It's always some positive, super positive. Like I heard a song today about a stepson, and the dude was like, yeah, even though you're not mine, I love you so much. For us, it's like, I just bought a chopper. Blocka, blocka, blocka. Niggas gonna double. Playing cops and robbers. Haga, haga. Like, and you feel me? Like, now, I can't make a song about killing squirrels, chickens, dogs, babies, deers. Right now, I made a song about killing deers and slitting their throats. I'm never getting published. But I can make a million songs about killing black people. So the ratchetness, even that you see in black people, is being induced by the system. So that makes it more ratchet.
No, you have to understand, bro.
Answer is white people.
If it is them boys that are capable of pushing that onto us and we wind up buying it, wouldn't that technically mean that they're not unruly, they're making the rules?
Yeah, but the way they make the rules is unruly.
Is being
Period.
At the end of the
You have to
day,
be unruly to make the
but
rules.
if you cannot go beyond what is provisionary from the absolute beginning.
Is blacks the most inducive race then?
So
No, they're the most gullible and stupid.
Wow.
Is that because we helped others?
No, it's because we fall for everything that comes to media.
No. It's because we have been severely miseducated, conditioned, and enslaved.
That's
like you
just
can't
what
tell
happened
people.
to be what the
Guess what?
story
We're
is.
not even going to allow you to be basically educated for 4 centuries, and then after that, we're going to control your education. And then at the end of it, be like, it's your fault, nigga.
Right.
We don't even. All the history in the textbooks ain't even fully
Damn.
correct.
Huh?
All the history in the textbooks that we get in school ain't even fully correct.
That's facts. Preach on it, Jay. Tell them.
It ain't even correct.
Who
There's
they
a lot of-
telling? They not telling history. They telling his
story.
Come on now.
The story that they want to give you. They
mean,
can
but
tell you
they-
any story
If
they want.
If they conquered us, obviously they won't give a fuck about our story because they took this land for a purpose.
They never give.
So right, they don't
So
even
it's
care
a
about
movie
us
like that.
as
What's
it
your
is
point with
already.
that?
Am I
I
gonna
mean, we don't fight back.
Well, obviously we're not fighting back hard enough if we hadn't taken back what we
How you
wanted.
know we not fighting back hard?
Because we haven't got back what we wanted.
How you know we not fighting the wrong way?
There we go. So therefore, we still haven't got what we wanted, which is what I'm
We
saying in the
fighting
first
hard as
place.
hell, but the wrong way.
Hey, therefore, like I
We
said,
I
shadow
mean, I don't
boxing.
think it's that much wrong because we
Shadow
got to this
boxing.
point.
what
Doesn't
point did we
mean-
get? We still in the beginning. We're still slaves to America.
Yeah, of course. I'm not disagreeing with that, but you're saying we did make progress?
No, we didn't. As a matter of fact, LGBTQ made more progress than black people.
All right, so Jacob, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Give me
What?
an example of Italian women ratchet behavior.
Jersey Shore.
Okay.
That's actually valid. That's valid.
Jersey Shore. That's ratchet behavior.
Ratchet Italian.
Guidos,
behavior, but
Guidettes.
you have a greater chance at finding a ratchet black woman again. So it doesn't matter if you see a publicized.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Snooki and JWoww drinking shots at Seaside Heights.
Yeah.
And
it's not what
hugging on Tommy B or whatever the fuck.
It's not what they're doing.
Excuse me, sir. Let me finish my question. It's more ratchet than all these mob bitches out here. I just asked you Italian ratchet behavior. You mentioned Jersey Shore. You didn't mention the Italian mafia.
Well,
these women are getting people's head chops off. You didn't mention the Italian mafia, but you're telling me about Jersey Shore.
Here's the reason why.
And but yet you want to talk about black women be ratchet because of Suki with the Gucci.
Here's the reason why.
But you're not talking about the fact that black women have the number one. They're the number one most educated rate. You know what I'm saying? People.
So
that they out here in college more than everybody else. That black women is out here through all of the struggles they've been put. They wasn't allowed to read and write for 4 centuries.
You feel me?
But when they was allowed to read and write, they wrote the program that allowed NASA to bring space shuttles back to Earth. With their own money.
You feel me?
They ain't need the computers.
Say a lot for the people in the back.
Their mind was a computer. Go watch Hidden Colors.
Amen.
You allowed them to read and write, and the Black Sisters created NASA's greatest human intellectual achievement.
Let me know when you're
But you want to talk to me about Jay Wallen?
Yes, I can. Watch this.
Of course he did.
So I'm not saying that JWoww and Snooki is more ratchet than some shorty that be claiming she banged Watts from the dude she fucking with at the time. What I'm saying is, we have a greater chance at finding a ghetto black woman than we have for us to find a chance at finding another Snooki or a JWoww or etc. Now you go to say, oh, you didn't mention the Italian mafia, blah blah blah. Here's the reason why. The only reason why you can be classified as unruly is because you're at a sub level where you have to abide by a set of rules. The Italian mafia came to a set of power where they didn't have to abide by the common person rule. So therefore, no, I won't mention them because they're beyond us what we can call unruly because they were allowed to do it. Us, on the other hand,
not true.
What do you mean?
It's not true. They all, John Gotti was locked up. Al Capone was locked up.
Yeah,
others that were locked up. Sammy the Bull.
Yeah, you're talking about later on because I actually just finished doing the history.
Now the mob still exists now, but plenty of them were locked up.
But,
that's not to say that.
But to go back to my point, the New York Mafia started getting locked up after the fact once they started getting new employees inside of the FBI and inside of the New York Police Department. I literally just finished watching a whole entire documentary about them. When they had the prime of the streets, literally nobody could tell them anything. Not even the government.
It was the same way for us, though. You never heard of Bummy Johnson?
Us?
Yes, we had.
I mean, obviously,
we had the streets. You gonna tell us that we got the streets now? You can't tell me nothing.
Well, obviously, we still failed because we lost. We don't have our foundation.
We did
winning.
Yes, we did.
We did. Listen, sir. I'm gonna tell you like I told my man on the last podcast I did, Conscious Podcast. To say we lost is to say that the war is over. The race is over.
Right.
We in it, nigga. Now
we're still in it. It's
still
progressing.
We are still at ground zero.
He's still in the middle of it.
Why do you say that?
You haven't defeated pessimistic attitude. You don't believe in us.
Why do you say that though?
I'll tell you why. Instead of us getting some form, even inside of social validation. Inside of we didn't get not one set of As a matter of fact, Joe Biden decided to give the Iraqi $3.8 billion before he gave anything to the inner cities whatsoever where black people live. And he also aided LGBTQ.
You voted for Biden, though.
No, I didn't. And he also aided LGBTQ rights, etc. before he did anything for black common law. We have Asian rights. We have Caucasian rights. We can't commit any violent crime towards these other ethnicities versus if it's committed towards us, it's no problem. You can get a slap on the wrist. Now, to go on to my case. Fuck, I forgot it. I was going off.
Okay, yeah.
But now I got you.
All right.
So the reason why we made nowhere is because we got not even a penny towards reparation, yet we got some shit called Juneteenth where we go outside marching and nailing the names of what the government knows of the niggas they killed. Oh yeah, George Floyd. The dude was a crackhead busting into people's homes and nobody knows his criminal history. And we go into other names of people, they know they killed these niggas. But we going outside marching instead of putting our money together and putting together some form of infrastructure for us to get some type of stores inside of our inner city so we can stop bitching about the Asian man taking $400 for the wigs. and turn everything around. So therefore, we have done nothing. We are still at ground zero.
All right, so
in the story,
you're wrong.
Okay,
we've done
definitely wrong.
We've done plenty.
Okay,
but as I explained to you a few weeks back, and I'll try it again because you know Elijah Muhammad taught it the best. He said the best way to teach is in repetition. So let me teach you by repeating myself, sir. You're negating the systematic, hindrances.
No, I'm not.
That yes, you are. When you say we are at ground zero,
yes.
What you're doing is not only negating the systematic hindrances, but you're negating the progress we made. Let me give you an example. You ever heard of the 1960s?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Martin Luther King?
Of course.
You ever heard of Malcolm X?
Martin Luther King.
You ever heard of Medgar Evers? You ever heard of Huey P. Newton?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of Fred Hampton?
Mm-hmm.
You ever heard of these people?
No, of course I did.
You want to know what they all have in common?
What?
American government murdered them.
Right,
so don't tell me.
I'm happy you said
hold
that.
up, let me finish. So don't tell me we're not trying to fight.
We are still in the
We're fighting, but when we fight and we try and our leaders get disvalued, discredited, and murdered and pushed to the side. And I'm going to let you talk right after this. So don't bring me no damn George Floyd getting killed as if that's the only reason we protesting. They killed everybody in the 60s that rode for us. So them killing people that look like us ain't a new thing, and that's why we got Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, let her go first, and I got a point.
Yeah, back when we were slaves, that's the same shit that they did to us. They took the strongest black man and they tore him down in front of all the kids and children just to make it seem like they were powerless and they couldn't do nothing. That's the same thing they did with all those people they killed.
I'm happy you mentioned that.
They did all the same thing. I feel like we have made progress in a different way. Maybe not in that sense because they're still doing it in a way. But I mean, I'm able to walk down the street and I'm okay. So is my family.
Have you ever heard of the Seminole and the Gullah revolutions that happened inside of Florida and all throughout the South?
Explain.
So these are the set of slaves that got together inside of unity and decided to stamp against slavery, which forced the Emancipation Proclamation to be pushed through.
That's not true.
What do you mean?
It's a lie.
Okay. That's not true. Since
you want to
when?
know why the Emancipation Proclamation was pushed through?
Since when?
Because the fucking country was at war, the Civil War, and President fucking Lincoln said, "I'm not freeing the slaves because I care about them, but if I could keep the slave without, I'm paraphrasing, but without, I'm basically what he said is my number one agenda is to preserve the Union, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, and then he gave you the Emancipation Proclamation, and he was quoted in saying, we were going to free them from chains, but we're not going to teach them the knowledge of finances or breeding. He didn't care about you. He only, he took a political side. So that whole, this one little revolution was the reason why.
But it's not one little revolution, bro.
No.
It is.
Now if you talking about all of the revolutions,
it is multiple revolutions.
Denmark, VZ, the people you mentioned, the Nat Turners and all of them, and the increasing revolutions going on. And that's why they was like, hold up, we got to enslave them in a different way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I agree with you there.
Yeah, so here's the thing. It's just that when those said people came before the Seminoles and the Gullas were the first people to start sparking violent revolts. Nobody else was really that violent until the Seminoles and the Gullas came through and was literally killing white people. Which, as a matter of fact, I was just in Florida. I'll get you the city where there's literally posts showing and telling you about the description of how the Seminole black people of the area was literally going through a revolt and battling against the white people and winning with the help of the Gullas. And there's multiple monuments for you to walk up to it and read it for you to know where each battle happened. It wasn't just one battle, but to go to, like I said, that was all a part of the aid and the force of the Emancipation Proclamation. Instead of making them citizens, we can have them fight in the war and aid us, and then after they finish aiding us, we can call them or let them know that they're assumed to be citizens, which is said inside of the law.
Yeah, but that, and then we're going to move on real quick because that doesn't make any sense because we fought in every war since the fucking Revolutionary War, Crispus Attucks.
Not in majority.
So, yes, black people fought in every one of America's wars, straight back to the Revolutionary War. There was not one war we did not fight in. So, that's wrong, you're wrong. And we're slaves, they made us fight for free, so why would they say, if you fight for us, we're going to give you citizenship? That makes no sense. They had no incentive to do that. Then we
They
were
just-
already
they
fighting
send
for
us in there
free.
to die.
My nigga,
Yes.
we was already fighting for free. And at that time, the draft existed. So when they made us
it was over with
citizens,
for that.
they was going to draft you
Yes,
anyway. So
yeah.
your whole point is null and void. It don't make no sense. But let's go to the next. All right, our live audience has a question. Go.
Yeah, I just wanted to know if you knew who Moors are.
Of course I know what Moors are.
So you know about all that, but you're saying about this is before Seminole.
Yeah, facts. You talk about you talk
All right,
about.
listen. Live audience,
Yeah, exactly.
you live
I got you.
audience.
I know where you're
We're gonna
going.
bring you on the couch
Wait.
next week. But type your question in the chat.
You got 5% in your family? You got 5% or Nation Islam side of your family?
All that in my family.
Oh, I
My
see
brother
that.
is Moor as well.
Oh yeah. One of my best friends is a Moor down in. I forgot where he had blessed himself into, but
I'm in the process right now to give them my citizenship.
it's a lot. It's a lot of reading, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a good topic. I like that topic.
That definitely was.
That topic. I think we'll be able to get a lot of good information out of it. Big shout out to all my TikTok fans. I gotta start going live on TikTok, but big shout out to all my TikTok fans because on my TikTok and my Instagram, y'all niggas, the views on the clips is crazy. So we getting a lot of love on the clips on TikTok and IG. And big shout out to everybody who follow us on those platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like big shout out to y'all the dopest. All right, and big shout out to everybody on YouTube for rocking that chat out tonight. All right. Okay, let's get to the comments before we go to our next subject. Okay, so all Jetstar says also the rich be ratchet. This is true. More money, more problems, more money, more ratchetness. Candace, the white people that are ratchet are probably the same type of white people that try to copy black people. That's true too, to a degree, but white people have their own level of ratchetness. They have trailer park ratchetness.
Yeah.
It's the difference that we're not going to act like doesn't exist. Like if you use the worst of black people and put them all on TV and be like, that's black people, of course you're going to view black people as bad.
Yeah,
But you're not doing that. You're not putting trailer park trash on fucking VH1 and calling it trailer and hip hop and then having everybody think that's how all fucking trailer. Like you don't do that. You put the Kardashians or whoever else on. You show the best of white society.
Right.
But for us, you show ratchetness and tatchetness. Which is why all of us is like
The worst side.
it's the niggas. All right. We got a lot of ones. We got a lot of twos. As far as who's the most ratchetest, let's see. Unbiased, big shout out to Unbiased. He says George Floyd was a crackhead, you ain't shit. They can agree more with red, but vote blue. Okay, Biden did that for a purpose. He says the government which establishes the case for reparations is true. You dug yourself in that hole. Alright, so let's go with the question. George Floyd was a crackhead.
Let's not do that.
Wow.
Yeah, we get canceled if we do that.
Do you think that matters?
What? That he was.
That's like asking.
He was climbing in your windows and snatching your peoples up. You ain't hear about his, like I said, you ain't hear about his criminal history.
He was kidnapping people.
Yeah, there was a warrant out for that man arrest.
But does that matter?
Yes. Well, no. It just justify him. It don't justify him.
Alright.
So then, what's the point of bringing it
I
up?
don't think that any human should be taken out that way, no matter what you do.
Nobody.
You're not God. You can't take people's
Like that,
lives.
yeah, regardless of what he did, whatever, that's none of my business. But that the way you take somebody out like that, like that's not right. That's just not right.
All right, so it matters because the government made him a martyr.
Well, yeah, we all know that.
We're not going to the deep state. Two things for certain.
Yeah.
Them damn Democrats, I'm not down with them.
You gotta say them boys.
Them boys, whatever. They definitely,
boys.
hijack movements.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but the point is, he was a microcosm of a macrocosmic, a reality, and that's the fact that black life never mattered in this country.
Are you thumbs up or thumbs down, Barack Obama?
And that's also affect, portends the fact that look, that dude was white. He wouldn't have had that lack of respect.
Thumbs up or thumbs down, Barack Obama?
So that's what we come. You said what?
Thumbs up or thumbs down, Barack Obama?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Let's go. He was a waste of time.
You said he was with
waste
it.
of fucking time.
You with it?
Yeah,
Obama's
thumbs down,
the
Obama. He helped gay people more than he helped black people, bro.
No, That's not my issue.
Just help people, period.
My issue.
Well, he didn't help black people at all. He helped everybody but black people.
Listen. I'm gonna keep it a band with you.
I'm Barack Obama.
I'm gonna keep it a band with you.
Yeah.
My problem with Obama.
Yeah. That he's secretly Osama.
He killed Gaddafi. Shout out to my boy Muammar. One African currency. He's trying to bring everything together like a euro dollar, man. But anyway, yeah, thumbs down for Obama.
I personally don't trust no presidents, none of the politicians, none of that. Everything's controlled.
W. Donald Trump.
Yeah, Obama.
Nah, I don't fuck with any of them.
Democracy is stupid.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with none of them.
Yeah, Trump for president. That's
he
what
was
we got
doing.
next,
He was doing work quick.
Whether or not you had a job, you got $2,400 a month, bro.
For no reason.
He was going off,
Just
but
to
I
help
don't
you
fuck
out.
with none of them.
All right, so look, we're gonna go to our last topic of the night.
Yeah.
We got 22 minutes left, and we're gonna go into our last topic of the night.
Oh wait.
This is Draco's favorite.
No, it's not.
This is Draco's
Here you go.
favorite.
You always focusing on
I don't even know if I want to call it a comment, a point of view, a stance, a mindset.
What you said earlier.
But Draco believes that women deserve less. He said it 10 times on the podcast last week, and we're going to make him stand on that shit tonight.
Women deserve less.
Women deserve less.
Explain.
Your mama deserve less?
No, yeah. Right. The person who brought you in this world can take you out.
On his ass. We're going to give him 30 seconds.
No. Let them say what they gotta say.
No, I need you to explain.
Let me hear yours. Let me hear
that's not
your
gonna be
point
enough
of
time
view.
to explain. So
what?
But let me just
you better
summarize.
figure it out.
Let me make it precise for you guys.
Okay.
So when you go to look at social lifestyles, and you also look at because the wage gap doesn't exist, etc., you have to understand that in general, women deserve less. Why women deserve less is because first, they eat less, they work less, they breathe less air than us, they also are shorter than us, they also weigh less. So in general, they just consume less. However, they also have a desire to consume more. Yeah, bro. So let me break it down. This is truly a fact. Now watch this.
I'm 5'9". I'm taller than this nigga.
Yeah, but
so what do you mean that I deserve that?
You're also taller than the average woman.
Yes.
So we'll get back to that.
Listen, I think your argument is slightly selective because.
So here's what it is. The reason why I say women deserve less is because, and like I said, you can also go back to the census and look this up. Women are more likely to take vacations, also more likely to call off of work for personal unpaid reasons, to have no obligations towards the job. They're also more likely to take their paternity leave versus men. They're also more likely to work less hours.
Maternity leave.
Whatever you want to call it. They're also more likely to work less hours.
That's paternity leave.
They're also more likely to do less at the job and be less efficient as well. In general, women deserve less. Also, I also combat it and tell people that women are more educated than ever before. However, that doesn't really mean shit, only for the simple reason when you look at the higher risk jobs that actually matter to the world when it comes to infrastructure or the well-being of life in general, they tend to walk away from those jobs and take the easier jobs, such as a nurse, babysitting, working at daycares, etc. And you see men becoming the surgeons, the important doctors, F1 racers, pilots, etc. So that's the reason why women deserve less. Also, they have a natural proclivity to also want to be home and stay and take care of the family versus going out to work and leaving the man to take care of majority, if not all, the bills. Women deserve less.
Okay, so a lot there to unpack. Don't worry, ladies. I'm gonna get on his ass.
It's all statistically proven as well.
We will too.
Okay, so I have one simple question for you. Do women get, or do women in in a perfect world attach themselves to these men that deserve more? Like, in other words, if the men deserve more, but don't they need a woman?
Obviously.
Okay, so let me get to my second question. So if a man is getting more and a woman is getting him,
I need to go. I want to go right after.
then does not she deserve more? Like, the proper woman deserves more because she deserves the man who's getting more.
No, this is what I'm
right?
talking about.
Like,
So
if,
when I'm
if
saying
in
women
your
deserve
paradigm,
less,
men get more, men deserve more.
Correct.
So according to your paradigm, doesn't women deserve the man that get more?
no. So this is what I'm referring to when I say women deserve less. We're in a world where women decide to live off of feminism and demand the equal opportunity that men have, but never want the equal work that comes with what men have to take. For women never face the burden of performance that men go out and face. When it comes to the social life, there's always a man willing to pick up any type of woman, whether she be obese, skinny as fuck, short as hell, tall as hell, you name it. There's always some man willing to try and swoon her off her feet and try and take care of her to the best of his ability. Now, with that being said, when it comes to men, men have to provide all of that for, if we try and go outside and try and find another partner, whether we're fat, sloppy, bad teeth, bad hygiene, under 6 feet, no offense, but under 6 feet, not getting their money, etc. When men do not hit these points that women find attractive, we have a hard time finding a mate, versus a woman could go outside and just be whatever the fuck. There's always a man out there. Technically, it may not be the man that she wants, but there's always a man out there that's going to try and swoon her off her feet. So that's the reason why, again, women deserve less.
So I want to say one thing. I feel like, why is the argument that one gender deserves less than the other?
It's because, I'll tell you why. It's because, I just said it, women demand to have the equal opportunity that men have. However, they want to live the still feminine life if they had the opportunity to do so. So if presented right in front of them, to have the husband that has all the money to take care of them at home versus going out to work a hard-ass job, fulfill 60 hours to make $50,000 a year, she would definitely choose to go behind the husband and be taken care of.
So the flaw in your argument is that if you're talking about a traditional man, and you're talking about a man who's providing it all or working harder, so therefore he deserves more traditionally, then traditionally also women get that man. A woman's...
Huh? The hell you just say, bro?
In other words, this...
I need you to rephrase that into a proper sentence so I can understand.
Listen.
You're not listening.
Please.
If the man is getting more and he's out working, think about traditionally. Men go out, we hunt, we gather, we build, we do. Then we go get a wife. And a woman, and that wife gets all of the fruits of our labor because she's our wife and having our children and taking our, because she has her own pain to deal with. She has her own struggles to deal with. But once she gets you, she gets the world. That's why you look at Larsa Pippen. Look at all of these NBA wives. They don't have to ball. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym, but they get all of the money. So traditionally, women are supposed to get the men that get more. You ever heard the term, I'm going to give you the world, baby. I want to give you everything I can.
Why can't Osiris
I want to give you, I want to give you all that I can give you. I want to give you it all. That's the true role of a woman, to take all your shit. So you saying they deserve less based upon what? Because if you saying based upon traditionalism,
so
then
if we
they don't deserve less.
Larsa
They
Pippen
deserve more, even in your paradigm. When the man is making all of the money, he give it to the woman.
Larsa Pippen is a perfect example to aid my cause. Why women deserve less.
What is less though?
Huh?
You say
So
less,
when I say less, if the woman does not reciprocate the same value you put out towards her, so that way you can make sure she's your woman, then therefore you need to give her less.
So in Draco City, what will the women rights be?
In Draco City, the question is, in Draco City, what would women's rights be?
Right.
So the thing is, I actually haven't put that together.
All right,
however, I haven't put it together. But let me say something though. Let me say something though. Women do by far have far more privilege than what the man does. So if you agree, then you should obviously understand why women deserve less, and I'll break it down for you.
Hold on, time out. Wait a minute. Hold on, time out. If you saying women deserve less,
yes,
financially only,
no,
listen.
With everything,
if you're saying financially only, like in other words, you play for the WNBA, I play for the NBA, niggas checking for me, they're not checking for you, you deserve less. That's an argument I'll tolerate. If you and you're still wrong in many of those levels.
Why?
Well, because I already explained to you, even those women have to get men. And those men that you're saying deserve more, give that more to the women. No. So therefore, they still deserve more. That's why men say, I'm going to give you the world, because you deserve it. Thank you for holding me down, being my wife, being loyal, having my kids, going through all of this, so I'm going to give you the world. I want to provide for you. We provide for them. That means we're giving them more based upon how much more we get. So the entire word, phrase, women deserve less, it's not really something that's based in reality. Yeah. Now, if you're talking about financially only, and you're talking about NBA or WNBA, such, that's the argument we'll see, and it's subjective. Because in certain circumstances, like nursing or whatever, women deserve more. Whatever the fuck, women do more, like better. Like, you see what I'm saying?
So this is the reason why, like I said, I'm going to repeat it for you again.
So let me get to them. Let me get to them. I want to get to them because I know you're going to be here talking all night. So, what do you think about that paradigm? Women deserve less. Go ahead, talk.
Nah, I don't think they deserve less, to be honest. Just like how you were saying, like, you feel me? They do everything for like, not everything, and that's, am I good now? Not like everything in that sense, but like, you feel me? Have our children and shit like that. They clean, sit there at the crib doing my house, that shit. Yeah, I mean, I see where he's coming from, but we be building, doing all this, that, and the third, but nah, they don't deserve less. You know what I mean? Equal.
Go ahead, you can wait.
Get him, girl. Because one thing about me is I have been surrounded by independent, strong women my entire life. Women that have fended for me when there was no man in the picture. There was no man to provide. It was my mom that was my mom and my dad. Like, and it was the same with my grandma. It was the same with everyone else in my family. Like, I just don't think that women necessarily. I don't think that that's a right statement. Like, you can't, that's not correct. You can't just generalize a whole gender. You just can't. You can't just say women deserve less. What about your mother? If you have a sister, what about her? Your grandmother? All these people in your life, I bet you that they mean a lot to you. You think that they deserve less, even though a couple of them generations back too is the reason that you're here. You would not be here without them. So for you to have that type of like mindset with women, people that are the reason that you are here, yes, also helps to a man, but mainly, your mom is the mom is the maternal like person that stays in the house, but my mom was in the house taking care of kids and working. Like, so what about all them women? Because there's millions, a lot of them, millions of them that do it all by themselves.
Whose fault is that?
That they're by themselves. That's
not always the woman's fault.
So let me ask you a question. When it comes to getting that stripper money, who deserves less, men or women? Women deserve less.
Yes.
These niggas wow.
Like, back to what you were saying. Back to what you said. Whose fault is that? My dad died. That was not my mother's fault.
Now you're taking it to
No. But I'm just saying, there's circumstances like that. You feel me? Like, I'm just saying.
In the general circumstance for what I already know, you're implicated to men leaving. In that instance, if a man leaves when a woman gets pregnant, she failed to secure herself a ideal partner.
There's a lot of reasons.
Not always.
It is always. Let me break it down biologically before y'all go into y'all emotional bullshit. Let me break it down for y'all. Whenever a woman decides to lay down and spread her legs for a man, she has deemed him fit to be a husband and father.
We got 100 comments on the chat. Big shout out to YouTube for holding us down. Our 100th comment is none other than Candace or Unbiased? Candace?
I love that.
Candace, we love you.
What she said?
She said,
in her 100th comment, you can't compare.
My women never pay for dates. But now, with that being said, whenever a woman decides to lay down and spread her legs open for a man, she deemed him fit to be a husband and or father. That is true. Because
that's not true.
Yes, it is true. Because for you to reproduce, you must have sex. So therefore, she took the risk of making herself become pregnant with that man she decided to have sex with before even qualifying him for being a husband or father. Whose fault is that? That's equivalent.
True,
it is oh my god.
It's not.
The biological fact of sex is the chance of getting
the biological fact.
So with that being said, all right, let me finish.
People don't go by the biological facts though.
Whose fault is that?
Hold on, before you finish.
All the humans in the world.
I got a question for you. So, J Soul and
Millie.
Yes.
They out. They having fun one night.
Yeah.
They see this nigga. He's like, what?
Don't mention something non-consensual.
Listen.
You're not gonna mention Greek.
Bro, listen.
Don't count.
I'm not talking about that. Just hush up.
All right, go ahead.
They like, yo, nah, what? And this nigga broke. Oh, and this nigga, and they've been talking about him, and they've been da-da-da-da, and they done had a couple cosmopolitans. Okay. Nigga just whipped out. Boom, got a baby leg down there. She like, the audacity of this, but you know what? Let me just go ahead and have. You tell me she deemed him a father or a husband?
That's 100% her fault. Yes.
She's saying I ain't saying it's not her fault.
No, she just thought that slum was big.
She deemed him as husband.
So every man that fucks a woman deems that woman a wife.
No, sex is not the same for men and women.
Listen. What I'm saying is
that's it right there, guys.
That's why.
That's it,
Hold on, listen. She might have.
That's it.
listen, she might have been totally disgusted with this nigga, but just attracted to him sexually. That's my point.
That deemed him worthy of her taking the risk of him becoming a father to her child. That literally is what sex is. That literally is what sex is. That's literally what I said until y'all started cutting me off. Didn't I say that, bro?
Yeah, you said that.
Didn't I say that? Thank you.
You said that.
I took out the biologically fact.
Nah, you said that and added more.
Yeah, we heard you.
You have sex with somebody, you deem them worthy of having.
Exactly, because you're taking the risk of becoming a parent with that person.
Yeah, there is a risk, but that doesn't mean that someone thinks
reality. Oh, listen, sir. Listen, they're on birth control, which causes them to not have consequences and think you're gonna be my baby father. They have abortions, which causes them to think even if I get pregnant, you're not gonna be my baby father. They got Plan Bs that they say even if I have.
Why are you talking about the after?
Hold on.
We're not talking about the after. We're talking about the in the moment.
Birth control is before.
Birth control is only 60% effective. Now, with that being said,
it doesn't matter.
Yes, it does matter. You can still got the risk of getting pregnant. That is my case.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that you deem that person.
If you deem them worthy of taking the risk of getting pregnant, that means you said them. All right, I apologize. Go ahead, say what you're saying.
Just because
I'm not using common sense right now.
Just because I want to have sex with somebody does not mean that I want to have a kid with them.
Bro, when you literally,
I know you're trying to say that you're taking the risk. I know what you're trying to say.
That's true.
You're taking the risk, and if they do, that's your fault.
I agree.
Hear that. We're agreeing with that. But then to say that
that's not our goal.
Especially in this now day and age, a lot of girls.
Listen. Let me defend myself because y'all all yapping and going right over the fact. Literally, like.
Real quick.
You're the only one who don't know how to stop and listen.
The issue comes in when you say
you talk.
She deemed them worthy of being a husband. Deemed is a specific word, and that means she's saying that they are worthy. But the reality is, she didn't deem them worthy of nothing but sexual pleasure. That's why I brought up the baby leg analogy.
Yeah.
Like, because she could have been talking shit about you all night. Like, this nigga dirty, he broke, I would never. And then you just aroused her because you got the tool she wants. Mm-hmm. That's why I brought up that analogy. That does not mean she want to have a baby with you. And then and then you exacerbate her point because she got Plan Bs, she got abortion pills, she got all of this other shit that she can say, what? Even if I get pregnant by this nigga, I don't need it. What the fuck? Like, I don't want to have no babies with you. Like, what is you talking about? You feel what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's a straw man argument. I think that's a little bit.
We got to go by definitions here because y'all not about to make up whatever the hell y'all want to make up.
But people just because, don't go by definitions.
Hold on, let me finish. Just because recreational sex is something that happens today, it does not take away the purpose of sex. The purpose of sex since the beginning of time was to reproduce. Mm-hmm. So when a male and female decide to consent to have sex, the woman has deemed him worthy because she is willing to take the risk of getting pregnant by that man.
Sexual pleasure only.
Right. Oh my God. If we keep it a high IQ, you're not about to put in some low IQ BS. You feel me?
In this day
like that's not how it works.
Even if a woman let a nigga take her virginity, she not gonna be like, yo, in this day and age, like I don't want to have no babies with you. Like the promiscuousness and the women are equal to men, and we can do what y'all do, and I can birth control, and I can do this and that. That has rendered all that shit moot, my nigga. Like at the end of the day, it's moot.
Incorrect, because birth control will be 100% and condoms will be 100%, and neither of the two are 100%. So therefore, leading right back to my case.
I think that you trying to use textbook definition for anything doesn't fully ever work because nobody uses textbook definition for everything.
And whose fault is that?
That's everybody in the world's fault.
No,
so that's who you have to blame, not us.
The reason why you're able to
speak the textbook definition for every single thing in the world, and you're trying to make everything super, super, super technical. Like it could be technical, but I think you're thinking of it too deep. Like if I want to have sexual intercourse with a man, that doesn't mean that I want to have his baby.
All right.
Period.
That's it. I think we drilled that point into his head enough. All right. So look. Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, we're doomed.
We're coming to the end of the podcast
because of you.
I don't want to get into the last topic because we're gonna be here for another 40 minutes. We're gonna be here for another 40 minutes, and we already know Draco. He hates everybody.
No, that's not true.
But, sounds like it. You hate women.
Nah, I like women with less than 5 body counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all agree with me. I like that. like that. You fuck with that too.
What's your body count?
My body count don't matter because sex is not the same for men and women.
How is it not the same
Because
for men and
women
women?
emotionally fuck. We just fuck to get a nut off.
And girls can do the same
No,
thing too.
304s do that. 304s with higher body counts. I apologize. Women that fuck without emotional attachment are 304s. They're the ones that I avoid or let them stay on the streets after I hit with a condom. You feel me? The ones that I'm trying to wife are the ones with less than 5 body counts because they can pair bond way better than a chick with 20 body counts.
You are a hoe.
No, I won't. I won't.
That is exactly what a hoe
You
is.
gonna be able to believe a female if she said that she only got like
They got
5
certain
sex?
tendencies. You could tell. You could tell.
Oh no, yeah, you can.
My point exactly.
But there's a
Once
lot
you-
of females out there that can sit there and lie straight up to your face,
Don't get me
perfectly
wrong.
fine.
Don't get me wrong.
Perfectly fine.
This is what I say. This is what I say.
So let me-
Every woman a gold digger. Just certain ones got better ways of hiding their shovel. You
So
feel
let me
me?
ask a
So
question.
it's just you got.
You
It's up to
gonna
you to
find
figure
out-
out if they're gonna
you gonna
finesse you or
find
not.
out
Let me ask you a
Yeah,
couple.
but you gonna find out
four
after.
questions,
Go ahead.
and you have to answer them yes or no.
All right, cool.
Do women deserve less children?
That's a loaded question.
Just
I can't.
answer yes or no.
I can't.
Yes or no? Do women
You can
deserve
answer
less
that.
children?
Based off of modern day dating.
Bruh, do women
period.
deserve less children than men? Because you talk when you say women deserve less, you're talking about the men. Do women deserve less children? Yes or no?
I really can't answer that, bro. That don't make
Do
any
women
sense.
deserve less comfort?
No.
Do women deserve less attention
Yes.
than men?
Of course.
You a fruit cup.
No,
Look,
no.
I've been telling you he was doing that fruit cup shit all night.
And I got another. I got stats to go behind that. So when you look at statistics today, one in every, I think it's every 25 men are unaliving themselves due to the simple reason of they can't handle the burden of performers. We need to be watching men and making sure men are doing better, because even if you watch women or don't watch women, they still going to do the same thing they're doing now. So it doesn't matter what they do. We need to worry about the side that is actually suffering because they are not at the level that they want to be at yet. Women could go outside and they say, yo, I want some D. They'll get it in 3 seconds.
Sir, I'm not talking about from the public.
That's not true.
I'm talking about from your significant other. I'm talking about from.
I'm talking in general.
Hold on. In general, right?
Yeah.
The women deserve less attention. They don't.
Yes, they do.
No. I'm talking about paying attention. I'm talking about attention. Not, oh, you on OnlyFans for attention. I'm talking about, do women deserve less attention than men? Did somebody caring about them, attending to them,
Yes.
being different? No,
Because
they
there's
don't.
for
There's
every
a lot
woman.
of things
Everybody
women
Let me break
don't
it
care
down,
about.
bro. Let me break it down, bro. Let me
say this.
explain.
Hold on, let me
You keep
explain
trying to
for a
stop me
second.
from explaining. You
No,
asked me a question. Let me
bro,
explain.
let me explain
All
for a
right, bro.
second.
Because it makes no sense you explain it to your own question.
right,
Let me explain my response.
But let me
bro.
explain
And I'm
my
gonna tell you why
question
women
so you
deserve
can
less
understand
attention.
it.
You did enough explaining already, and I know
Let
exactly
me
what you're
explain my
asking.
question so you probably understand it.
Oh, bro, I already understand, bro.
You don't, though.
I promise you.
All right, go ahead.
You just asked me, do women deserve less attention?
Yes,
And
why?
in general, yes.
Why?
Because men don't go outside and get catcalled every day, 24/7, for somebody to try and take care of us and make sure we're living a comfortable life every day. Women are. So therefore, if men spent less time trying to catcall, try to get women, etc., they will have a better chance at finding a
argument
long
is
term.
flawed because if women, our job is to get catcalled, then
Women's job is not to
their
get
entire
catcalled.
job is to get more attention.
No, it's not.
According to your argument, it
No,
is.
it's not. And that's the reason why I need to explain, because you're conflating some bullshit. Now,
How?
with that being said, I'll tell you why. Women's job is not to get catcalled. And I'm going to tell you the purpose of men inside of the dating market and the purpose
That's
of
not
women.
what you said, though. You said women go outside
Bro.
and get catcalled more. Right? That's what you said,
Can I
right?
explain?
Bro, you getting upset.
I know I'm not. I'm
Yes,
just sitting
you
quietly
are,
because
and
you keep
and
talking.
You being combative, but you're not
No, I'm
answering my
not, bro.
question.
I'm sitting quietly. You keep talking over me, and I'm going to give you the explanation so that way you can save the stupid ass questions. I got you.
God,
So-
Draco, calm down. I haven't talked about your essay shirt. I haven't been upset at you. Just relax. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying, yeah, because you mad.
Hey, yo.
The point that I'm making is
Wildin'.
this. Do women deserve less comfort?
Wildin'.
Do women deserve less attention? Do women
Nobody
deserve less
deserves
children?
less.
Do women deserve less happiness? You know the point I'm making. So don't conflate the arguments, Mr. Conflator, Mr. Dumbest Christian, to try to act like, yeah, because women go out and they're on OnlyFans and women and men, and you trying. Do women deserve less of the normal commodities in life? Do they deserve of the less of the things that make all humans happy? That's the point I'm making. The answer is fucking no. So if you keep your argument to finances only, you may have a leg to stand on. But you really don't, because even if a man go out there and get all the finances in the world, a woman gonna get it. That's why women take half. That's why women, guide men into spending shit on them and this, that, and the third. Because the more you get, the more she gonna get. In the true paradigm of what you're talking about. So even when you say women deserve less, well, if they deserve a man that gets more, they don't deserve less. The point is, there's myriad circumstances that women do not deserve less. That's why I asked you, do they deserve less comfort, less happiness, less children, less attention, less love?
They deserve less. It applies
Do they
to
deserve
all
less
of
judgment?
that.
Do they deserve less God in their life?
Nobody
Do they
deserves
deserve
less.
less church? Do they deserve less education? Do they deserve? There's
Right.
myriad things that they do not deserve less on. That's the point. Alright, so quiet
I
yourself.
literally
Stop
fucking
being
broke it
all
down.
himself.
I
And next
literally
time,
fucking
come on
broke
my
it down.
goddamn couch with a shape up. Now, next we
He
gonna
throwing shots,
we
bro.
gonna.
You got a black
Hey,
out. Your hairline receded. Your hairline receded. See, I want to hear shit from you, bro. I want to hear that.
At least it's lined up.
This shit receded, bro. I want to hear that. You got the LeBron effect, bro. I want to hear it, bro. You got the LeBron effect.
It's lined up though. It's clean.
Come on, Miami. Let's go. Come on, Miami. Let's go. Come on, Miami.
Nigga wore sky blue and plaid. It's like, the fuck?
Come on, Miami.
I ain't gonna get on.
You about to sweat off that blackout.
I ain't gonna get on. You crazy?
You about to sweat it off.
Tattoo. Alright, we're gonna start with the final thoughts. Draco's a misogynist.
No, I'm not.
Go ahead, final thought.
I would say overall, I think that everybody has, for the most part, pretty valid opinions. That last topic was a little too heated, but I mean, otherwise though, I could try to see like the point of view that everyone else was coming from. Yeah, the last topic was my least favorite to talk about with him. This nigga prude. He don't like women.
Alright, and final thoughts, Suplex. Let me get your final thoughts.
Shit. To be honest, I think.
Yes, you're right, Candace, Professor.
I think that they deserve more for. I got brought up by all females. You know what I'm saying? For so you feel me? Like, I can't really say they deserve less.
Yeah. Alright, J Soul.
I feel like there were a lot of interesting topics for tonight, and it was nice. I enjoyed being here. Thank you for having all of us, Alien Gang.
Thank you.
And yeah, that last topic, all the topics with you was crazy, and I respect how hard you go for it, though.
Yeah, I do like that you always
You're
have
very
facts.
passionate, and you have facts
That last one was
to
the
back it
main
up.
one.
Yeah.
That he was really on it.
Yeah, he be having
doesn't really agree.
Facts.
So
We did disagree.
It's okay
We-
to agree to disagree.
yo, whoever that is, gay as hell. But with that being said, women deserve less. Men, stop simping. Get your money up so that way your success, the byproduct of that is the woman that you want, rather than you working towards getting the woman that you want while grinding. Because women don't obviously don't deserve it, and they also don't appreciate it. Women deserve less.
Alright, so as I said before, and I'll say it again, women deserve more in certain aspects. If you're talking financially only, WNBA versus NBA, vis-a-vis such certain like that, I may say give you I might tolerate that argument. But to say women deserve less, period, is a very, I don't like using this word, but I'll use it for you, misogynistic argument, because at the end of the day, there's plenty of criteria that women deserve more, and that's
What's
why
the
I brought
definition
up.
of misogyny?
That's why I brought up. That's why I brought up. Women deserving more attention, affection, love. Look at black women. You said black women are the most ratchet species on the planet.
I'm not the only
But
one.
now you telling me they don't deserve more love, education, reparation? They don't deserve more
don't
care?
white.
You telling me how you want to say that black women are the most ratchetest, but then say that they've been the most destroyed, they've been the most raped, they've been the most purposely miseducated. Welfare, father absence has incentivized via the welfare system affected us the most. They've been the most disenfranchised, the most disrespected, the most degraded. So now you telling me that they don't deserve more? They don't deserve more respect? They don't deserve more care, more attention, more education, more love, more husbands, more... To say
The
women
more
deserve
love
less...
and all that attention and comfort and blah, 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 led them to strip clubs and sex
Hold on,
work.
let me finish. It's my final thought. So to say that they deserve less is a very one-sided argument, which you probably got from Myron Gaines, who wrote the book Women Deserve Less, who you love watching his Fresh and Fit podcast, who you sound like a parrot right now. Oh, women deserve less. But the reality is, I smoke you and I smoke Myron. That's a asinine, absolute argument that holds no basis in reality.
That's not
true. It doesn't. And if you can, I already made you admit 5 times women deserve more. I asked you, did they deserve more attention, affection, whatever? You
and I said yes. No. I said women deserve less attention.
One thing, attention. I said affection, you said yes. Love, yes. Education, yes.
Affection, I said no. What are you talking about?
So they don't.
That's what I'm saying. You talking out your ass. So I'm talking to respond.
So you never said yes, bro? You never said yes
to one thing. Do they deserve the comfort from one man? However, when I went to explain,
hold up, time out.
Wait, you go to Yap again, bro. Yo, the pod, yo, he love yapping. He love yapping, bro. He love yapping.
It's my final thought.
He love yapping,
bro. If you tell
final thought part 3.
If you tell, it's my final thought. If you tell somebody they deserve more affection, more comfort, then that's more affection.
Oh my God.
You can comfort them with affection. You can't say that that one is absolutely.
I'm reneging that statement.
No, now people listen to you, but you still commenting.
Hold on, bro. It's not your turn.
Oh my God, bro.
You telling me they deserve less comfort, less affection, less education, less love? You can't say yes to all of that.
Yes, I can.
So they deserve less love.
I don't know. You gotta be gay or something.
He is. And I'm talking about them men. I'm not talking about less than they get. Hold on. I'm talking about them men. Hold up. I'm talking. Hold up, man. Okay. I kick you off my show and make them mute you.
That's no problem.
All right. I'm talking about them men. I'm not talking about them they get now. That's how you trying to conflict arguments. When I say do they deserve less attention, yeah, they deserve less than they getting now. I'm asking you, do they deserve less than men? Because your statement, women deserve less, is based upon versus men.
In general.
Hold on.
I like how you assume
in general, but versus men. You're saying they deserve less than men in general.
What other humans is on this planet?
Excuse me, sir.
Oh my God.
You say in general.
So we're gonna compare it to the gorillas?
Bruh, can you stop and have some self-control?
Because you're going on a tangent for nothing, bro.
Some self-control.
You're going on an empty tangent. It's a waste of time, bro.
Can you have some self-control?
Yo, finish your empty tangent.
Self-control is what I'm asking from you.
Bro, I'm asking for you to finish the empty tangent.
I'm asking you to have some self-control because it's still my show.
All right, but I'm not trying to sit here and listen to bullshit.
You're disrespectful, though. But you're being disrespectful.
You're being bullshit.
We sat here and listened to you say what you had to say.
All of it bullshit. You being disrespectful.
All right, finish your shit, bro.
Okay. So the fact of the matter is this. You only had a semi-argument with wages, perhaps. Everything else, you want some bullshit. Everything else. Women deserve less affection. Based upon what? Then who? How? You're supposed to give your woman more affection because we're not that affectionate. They are more emotional. They deserve more. They need more. They need more lovey-dovey than we need. That's an absolute statement that makes no fucking sense in reality. Do they deserve less? Why? Less children? Less sleep? Women deserve less what? Sleep? Nigga? Women deserve less what? You
keep asking the same fucking question.
You have to identify your argument, and wages was the only one you had.
What do you mean wages?
That was it.
No, it wasn't, bro. You didn't listen to shit that I said.
No, I did. Your argument makes no sense and holds no basis in reality.
Okay.
And you got it from Myron Gaines. Now,
okay. If you insist.
Now, the very real fact of the matter is this. And this is my final thought, and then we're going to get the hell up out of here.
You spitting some bullshit.
And then
you lowering the quality of the podcast.
That could be your opinion.
It's not an opinion.
I feel as though you lowering the quality of the podcast by keep cutting me off and being mad.
Yeah, but you cut me off with bullshit to go on your rant, not let me finish explaining. Like
excuse me, sir, it's not a rant. It's my final thought.
Okay.
Yours is over with.
Yeah, this is a waste of fucking
final
time.
thought.
This is a waste of time.
That's fine. You get emotional. You sound like you about to cry.
This that do say.
That shit
gotta be.
Yeah,
if I do say so myself.
Self-control, man.
No, you gotta
you
be
do.
more
No, you
gotta be more precise.
You have to have more self-control, sir.
You're not precise.
I am though.
No,
you have to have more self-control.
You are not.
This is more of an argument.
Right.
You have that more.
Fact.
Did you call it?
It's the last time.
Did anybody call what you said bullshit? No.
No, I didn't.
To the point
No, it's because everybody got an opinion, and you're
Ladies
not
and
gonna say
gentlemen,
that his
ladies
shit
and
is
gentlemen,
bullshit.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, you're done. Mute his mic. Ladies and gentlemen, the very real fact of the matter is this. I crushed his ass in his dumb ass, simple ass points.
You went on womanly
When I
rant.
brought up a lot of the things that women don't deserve less with.
She used to complain as a teenager when I ain't take out the garbage, bro. That's exactly what you sounded like.
And you sound like Andrew
why he
Tate.
doesn't like
Like you
women.
just watched the Andrew Tate fucking
What? I sound like, oh, here you go. You mentioned it outside of shit, bro.
yeah,
You
nigga,
did,
and Tate my boy,
the
don't get
fact
twisted.
that the fact that you can't keep concise more than a fucking 10th grader is fucking beyond me. That's disappointing.
I asked you a very simple question.
No, bro, no. You went on a.
Do women deserve less?
Yes.
Do women deserve less love?
Yes.
Women deserve less love.
Yes. Yes.
Why?
And you're gonna say
I
that you
already
don't like
explained it.
women?
I went
Explain
into
right now.
Bro, no,
Why
I'm
do
not going
women
back into
deserve
it.
less love?
I'm not going back into
No,
So
it.
shut up.
I'm not going back into this already.
He ain't getting no box.
He kept cutting me off. I can never
Right
get
now,
what I
explain
said.
why women
No,
deserve
bro,
less love
it's a
than
waste of
men.
time because now I'm on a time.
Why do women deserve less love than men?
Nope, save it.
You don't have an answer.
Save it. I
You
was
don't
willing
have
to
an
talk
answer.
before, but you like yapping over. You like yapping
You
over,
don't
bro.
have an answer. You don't have an answer.
No, bro.
Do women deserve less sleep?
You like hearing yourself talk.
Do women deserve less sleep?
You do
like hearing
too.
yourself talk.
Do women deserve less children?
You like hearing
Do women
yourself
deserve less comfort? Do women deserve less affection?
I understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta shake Draco up.
Yeah, I
Till
think
next
so.
week.
I go
talk. With the
yeah.
receding hairline
We
and the back
live
bro.
next week.
Yo, he got a bootleg hairline and he talking shit, bro.
You got a dirty V-neck.
He got a temporary hairline. Like, come
That
on,
was a
son.
dirty Galaxy V-neck.
Nah, I don't.
Yo, you got on the motherfucking. Yo, didn't Tyrese Weathers and Baby Boy
Yo, here's the thing.
shot Snoop Dogg?
Here's the thing. I know
shot
that shit.
Snoop
I know
Dogg.
that shit not dirty, but at least I can fix one of these
Shape
shit. This
up.
nigga stuck with his hairline
Shape
going
up.
backwards, bro.
Shape up, shape up.
Yo, your hairline in reverse, bro, my nigga.
All right,
You need to
ladies
chill,
and
son.
gentlemen, that's enough.
You're not gonna be able to put them dreads in your hair fit in a minute,
They
bro.
gonna cancel
Give it a
you after-
decade.
they
You're gonna be missing your
they gonna cancel
dreads.
you after tonight.
You got to go ball soon.
Alien Gang, AGP.
Big shout out to Alien Gang for coming out.
You know.
Big shout out to Draco for coming on his last podcast ever.
Waste of fucking time.
With that being said,
That's disrespectful.